the older I get, the more I realize the value of just listening and observing. So like with a lot of those people, I'm just peeping game through their actions, like and the plays they're making, like quality people they have around them. Those are things that I just peep, and I really make sure that like I'm bringing into my space.
And we're back. It's Uncommon Sense. Your boy X, RIPMX on everything social.
Money Mitch, 54X Mitch on Instagram.
And today we got a special guest in the house. We have our dear friend Richard Marshall. Tell them where they can find you at.
Yeah, Richard Marshall Presents on Instagram. I don't have TikTok yet. I haven't, dabbled in that. I'm a 26 grown man. So if when I do approach that platform, I want to make sure that it,
You're doing
best
it correctly?
represents me. Yeah.
Off the rip. So what has prevented you from joining the TikTok realm? Just off the rip.
TikTok, man. I think the algorithm isn't as messed up as Instagram and YouTube. So there is.
What do you mean by messed up? So I don't even mean to
Well,
cut you
yeah,
off. Go
I
ahead.
say it's just I'd say oversaturated.
Okay.
Breaking into YouTube, it's like they've just been here. They've been around for years.
Right.
Whereas TikTok is fairly new. It's in its infancy. So I think for me,
I don't know.
I
don't know.
if-
Would you say TikTok's in its infancy stages? I would like TikTok's been around
What?
for quite some time, and I
What?
I
also
don't know how long they've been around, but I feel like they're pretty well
They've been around
established
what?
at this point.
no,
don't
I
know
think
if
so
I'd
as well.
say-
Plus,
Yes.
remember, not even to cut you before you
no,
allude more.
yeah, go
I was
on.
going to say the
It's your show.
no, I was just saying. I remember initially like TikTok. Kids were making musicallys before, and then they branched off to TikTok. You know what I mean?
Because there was like Triller and all that.
Yeah,
other
Triller
stuff.
and Musically, and then it kind of branched off and TikTok. I don't know if they got bought over. I don't know like the actual history. Sorry, I don't
Right.
sound bad about it, but like I do remember that form of content, like this quick fire, fast algorithm based content has been it's been a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't necessarily say the infancy stages, if you get what I'm saying.
You know what? I think at the end of the day, and we were talking about this prior to the show, breaking the fourth wall, that, sometimes as artists, we get in our own head. So I think for me, I just want to really come on that platform correct. One of my, a guy that I went to high school with, acquaintance more so because I haven't really chopped it up with him,
Yeah,
Lucas
go ahead.
Lopez, he has over 3 million on TikTok and he's
Blood
killing
clot.
it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, I'm sure you guys are taking taking notice, blew up from socials during the pandemic. You know what I mean? Just consistently posting stuff.
For sure.
And I think coming into 2024, I really used a lot of this year to get everything right from the mental, spiritual, and just financial where it needs to be. And I feel like 2024, that is a space that I'll definitely conquer as well. Because, coming into the new year, I want to show it no mercy. You know what I mean? And we're going to touch on that soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just giving the people them a little debrief
Right,
about
right,
yourself. Or, even what kind of content would you say or categorize yourself as?
Right. So I want to act and write, you know what I mean? But I started in the media space, like as a
Okay.
content creator, doing podcasts.
Got you.
So, and that's how
Yeah, initially. Yeah, absolutely. We
yeah,
connected
so-
in that realm.
I had a podcast called Project Me. And essentially through that platform, I got to interview Nick Cannon. I got to interview Michael Jackson's eldest son, Prince, and so many other great people. And coming into, just manhood and getting to know myself better, I feel like this next chapter of my life, I do want to continue podcasting. I have a podcast coming up in February called Martial Arts. And again, it's just more of a rebrand. It's just a better, I'd say, outlook of where I am right now currently in my life.
I'm not even gonna lie. I have to ask because I never I've known you for a while, but I haven't never asked you formally. How did you get the Nick Cannon interview?
So
How did that come about?
Yeah, how that happened was I went to TIFF
Okay, yeah.
just
go
as a common person. I believe it was the second year of my undergrad,
ahead. Okay.
and he had the movie King of the Dance Hall with Busta Rhymes, Whoopi Goldberg, Crusher Turner was in a star-studded cast.
Yeah.
And
Did you see that movie? Did you even hear about that movie? I just wondering. Go ahead.
Honestly, I've always been a fan of Nick Cannon.
Yeah,
in
shout
terms
out
of
Nick. I read Nick.
His business acumen. And for me, I was like, okay, I'm Jamaican. I want to check out how he's going to tackle,
The
dancehall
dancehall thing.
culture.
Yeah.
Plus Busta Rhymes. Like, who's not a fan of Busta? It just dropped a great project.
Boss.
You know what I mean? So I go to TIFF, and after they do the Q&A, the screening finishes, And I'm just being a wide-eyed kid who wants to learn, and better yet, wants to learn from his contemporaries. I just asked a question. I asked, like, what advice would you give to a young person like myself? I don't remember the answer.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I just wanted the mic because the second thing I asked was, can I get a picture with y'all? And like, I didn't really care so much about the picture too. It was just more so connecting with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just felt like no one's gonna, especially when you're passionate and you don't come across as creepy and just overbearing, they're gonna be like, okay, let me see this kid through and let me give him a chance.
Right.
So I remember they're like, yeah, cool, you can take a picture with us. So I go down. And this is my first year at TIFF, so I don't really know the situation. So security at the stage is like, oh, they're exiting through the back. This is on the third, so you have to meet them there if you want your picture. So I go out, didn't know again where they were going to exit. So there was a red carpet area, which I assumed, and looking back, I was a buckty for thinking that they were gonna exit where the red carpet is, because realistically, there's another movie showing right after this.
Yeah.
And why would they exit through the red carpet
Right,
again?
exiting through the entrance. I got you.
You know what I mean? They want to leave. They want to go out for dinner. They don't want to see more fans like heckle them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I ended up going to one of the TIP volunteers and being like, yo, where do you, like, I explained the situation. They're like, yo, it's on the other side of the building. You got to go there. So I go on the other side. Unfortunately, he tells me that they left like 50 minutes ago. I'm like, okay, whatever. I see Nick Cannon posted something on his Instagram, and just like not even on some like desperation vibes or like, you know what I mean, trying to come across as like a clinger. I just more so of like, hey, let me shoot my shot, just being passionate and wanting to connect.
For sure.
So I comment, hey, Nick Cannon, it's that boy from the screen, and this is and the third. I don't check it, you know, and I think it was more so during that time I was just trying to focus and take a break from the gram, and maybe I was just pressed that it didn't work out with meeting them.
Right.
So I'm literally about to go to class on the Monday, right? A couple days after, and I look on the gram, Nick Cannon followed me, and then he responded to my comment, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, I don't want to come at this like a fan. I want this guy to look at me as a peer, even though that's not gonna be in the immediate because you got to earn that. But I don't want to waste this opportunity doing the most. So I let it sit. I didn't hit him up, and then like 2 years later, I see that Wild 'N Out is in hitting Scotiabank Arena because they're doing like an arena tour. So I'm like, okay, yo, I try to go through the proper channels, and couldn't do it. But I have a photographer and a videographer that need to know because they have other gigs, because realistically you got to pay bills. They got other qualities of
nigga
life
got shit to do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So basically, long story short, I just DM him. He responds. He gives me his assistant's contact. And then from there, you know what I mean? Like, I'm behind Scotiabank Arena, seeing Emmanuel Hudson, seeing all these people. And I think the biggest eye-opener for me was behind closed doors, like everyone that works for him is black. And that took me back because I'm like, this is someone that really cares about the community. And then one thing that I'll never forget is seeing like DC Young Fly and Emmanuel Hudson and all these people perform. And then you see like thousands of people, you know, laughing or erupting into some kind of positive emotion. And I'm just like, yo, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing else that compares to this. And seeing that and seeing them do it at such a high caliber, you know what I mean?
Right.
That was something that really put things in check for me in terms of what my purpose is and what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, dope shit. So, hold on. You got the interview from Nick Cannon during that whole process? Like,
Yeah.
y'all broke in and had the full joint?
Yeah.
That's dope.
So and then after that, like God is a beautiful individual. Right after that, probably like a week or two, the Prince Michael Jackson thing came from. He was doing like a meet and greet because you remember back when Much Music was Much Music, and they still had award shows. You know what I mean? No shots. But the thing was, he was doing a meet and greet prior to, because he was presenting at the awards show, and I pulled up, and I remember his security was like eyeing me because he could just tell that, you know.
You want something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this nigga wants something.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Nigga saw you, said, nah, hold on.
It's like, this guy.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just pulled up regardless. And during that time, I had the Nick Cannon thing on my Instagram. I didn't have crazy followers, but I had him. Prior to that, Shiggy, when Shiggy was popping.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, you got the Shiggy one.
Yeah.
Too, right?
Interview
This
with
was
Shiggy?
Bro, I didn't get to interview him, but I was at the show that Mr. Lewin set up. He was doing like kind of like a comedy stand-up kind of show, and he had like musical acts. He also had like Haha Davis there, who was like a big like
shout out.
YouTuber, Instagrammer.
Shout out Haha Davis.
You know what I mean? He was on coloring the skits on Coloring Book for Chance the Rapper's album.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like Shiggy, I got to chop it up with him, but I didn't get to like interview him because like for me, I was just trying to, anyone who was down, so I got to interview with Haha, but anyone that was down, I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, you got to interview with Haha Davis too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard, nigga.
You know what I
That's
mean?
lit.
So like
I watch enough of it. Like these days, I'm not really on it as much, but like
Yeah.
I watch a lot of his videos before though.
No, that nigga's funny. That he got some funny
Yeah.
content for sure.
And you know what? I think the biggest thing is like the older I get, because I'm a loud dude, you know what I mean? I got like energy, but like the older I get, the more I realize the value of just listening and observing. So like with a lot of those people, I'm just peeping game through their actions, like and the plays they're making. Like with Haha, seeing that he's working with his close friends and family. And it's the same thing with like Nick. And it's a reason why you don't see these people really falling off or it can't essentially be canceled because the caliber of talent that they possess and the consistency, but more importantly, the quality people they have around them.
Right.
Those are things that I just peep and I really make sure that like I'm bringing into my space.
So they say
and
your
practicing.
network is your net worth. You know what I mean?
Preach. So,
100%. No, it's important to say. You know what I want to. It's important to surround yourself with fucking a good network of people,
Yeah.
a strong foundation. You know what I mean? What I want to ask you though is, off the rip, between Haha Davis, even your conversations with Shiggy, Michael Jackson's kid, or even Nick Cannon, what was like a I don't want to say piece of advice, but like what was something that kind of resonated with you unconditioned? Like you still kind of did you get anything like of substance from
100.
those interviews, or like some things that you took with you past that?
100. I think the biggest thing, and y'all can attest to it, is this industry is not meant for weak-minded people, and you gotta be a solid person, but also be solid in every facet of your life, spiritually, mentally, financially. And the thing is, if you're not, it's gonna eat you alive because there are some people who, and it's cool. You gotta take care of yourself first. But there's a lot of people that are out there just for themselves. And like, if they see that you're weak-minded, it's like a shark's, seeing blood in the ocean. It's like they'll come for you. You know what I mean?
Everyone's trying to get one up on you or something, or see how they can benefit, use you, and you know what I mean?
So like with Nick Cannon, I think the biggest thing is he's like be your own motivator, and more importantly, be your own be your own like production house. Like create your own opportunities. Like
Create
be
everything. I got you.
yeah, be your own generator. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, there are a lot of gatekeepers in this industry, but because the internet has become such a prominent thing in our spaces, you can now, and what y'all are doing it immaculately in this preliminary stage of, just the uncommon sense, just, book that's being written right now. But like, I think for me, the biggest thing that I took away was with Nick Cannon, for example, with Wild 'N Out, that was him investing on that show with his own dollar.
Yeah, you have to.
Studio, everything. And like, that was a time that probably people weren't really taking him too seriously. You know what I mean?
I remember Wild 'N Out it blew up like early. I forget, like early 2000s-ish,
Yeah.
right? And then it had like kind of a hiatus where
It was like canceled.
for a bit, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he revamped it when he rebooted it. Everything was all on him. He put everything into it
Yeah,
himself.
I believe, because okay, with the pilot, I know that he self-financed it. He
Yeah.
filmed it, so it was like his IP.
Right.
So when he pitched it to a network, they're like, "Oh, yo, like I already got the proof of concept.
Right.
You just got to invest in it, right?" So he owned it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you own something, you can leverage it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's the beauty. Like, I'm going to keep giving y'all praise because you guys taking it upon yourselves to create something meaningful and being your own self-generators. That's what he was basically alluding to, where it's like creating your own opportunities, because sometimes people are going to call you crazy until you make it look sane. You know what I mean?
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe you're not meant to get it until I show you what time it is. You know what I mean? Because no one wants to be like, yeah, you could do what's trendy and you can get that instant validation.
Right.
But like, will you feel fulfilled? Will you feel at peace? I'm looking to be an outlier. I'm looking to be like a trailblazer. I'm looking to do something different.
I would agree.
So like, at the end of the day, like whether it be the Nick Cannon opportunity, the Prince opportunity, whatever, Prince Jackson opportunity, it was just me
Yo,
being.
so sorry. What was that like? After you finish what you're saying, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, you said Prince. I'm like, fuck, I haven't even heard of this guy.
So it's just.
Yeah,
I
what
think-
does he do? Is like,
Yeah, like that's
does
what
he,
as soon
does he
as
Yeah.
sing? Like,
So-
what's he got going on?
Yeah, so like for me, it was like I'm a knucklehead kid that didn't have much followers, and I just felt like, yo, I have more to gain than to lose. I don't come from a privileged upbringing, and I'm like, if I'm really trying to make something special and meaningful in my life, I got to go out there and get it. But in terms of
Absolutely.
Prince Jackson, what I loved about him the most was he's just a down to earth dude. Like I'm not gonna act like I know him because I just chopped it up for 10,
absolutely.
50 minutes.
You can vibe.
But-
You got the vibe.
You know what I mean? But it just seemed like because he was so immersed in that like industry, he was kind of like just off it.
What does he do within the? So you say he was
Yeah.
immersed in the industry. Like, what was he in the music industry?
So he
himself?
has Heal LA, which is like a charity organization
Okay.
that he's doing. During the pandemic, he had like a podcast with his brother and like I think his cousin, on like movie. They would like review movies
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
stuff. But I think he really just dabbles in philanthropic endeavors. Whereas his sister Paris is like an actress. She sings, but it's not like pop like Michael Jackson stuff. It's more like indie folk rock stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah.
so he don't sing. Really,
Nah.
but he's more into like
Yeah.
charitable.
There it is. And I think he got those sensibilities from his father, And I think
Okay.
the thing about him that I do remember was this man had a cracked phone screen. You know what I mean?
Oh, it was like real down to earth. Like
Yeah.
that, right?
And it like, it's just for me, I'm seeing this guy who is just, again, he was just a young adult like myself, but he was just thrusted into an industry that maybe he in the grand scheme of things he didn't want to be. Like if he had his own choice,
Yeah.
judging by that one interaction I had with him, he probably wouldn't even care to be in it. You know what I mean? He's more business minded and he's more about like staying low key because he understands the evil that comes with that industry, especially when you see what Michael went through.
Yeah.
if respectfully, if I was his kid, I don't know if I would want to be in the entertainment industry. And I have a love for it, so that's why I want to be in it. But I don't even know if I want my kid
So
to be in it.
what's your goal specifically with your career? Like what you say you're really into like the
Yeah.
media industry. Specifically, what do you like to make music? You mentioned you're an actor, a writer. Like what is your primary goal with
So
this?
my primary goal is I love talking, so I'm gonna continue doing that podcast. When it launches in February, that's gonna be something that's never gonna end. Like once I start, it won't stop. But the end game on that Thanos Infinity Stone level is I want my own show. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted my own
What kind of show? Like a talk show, sitcom? What kind of show you want?
scripted single cam series. Like
So if there's a series in concept, so like what, like a Wayne's Bros type of thing, a Fresh Prince type of thing, like you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah,
what
I
kind of,
grew up
or
on
like
that, yeah.
or like The Wire and fucking Breaking, like Top
Like
Boy
is
type
it
of
a
shit.
genre? What genre?
What kind, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like what kind of angle do you see for yourself in that regard?
right. So I would say in that Atlanta space where it's a
Oh,
bit of
Atlanta, I
both,
fuck with it. I'm
you know what
watching
I
that
mean?
right now. I fuck with
Because
that right
let's keep it a buck. I love content that has duality. That's not one dimensional.
Right.
So like, I feel like it would be dramatic because there's a lot of drama that comes in the day to day, but no one's life is overly dramatic. Like like some of these dramatic shows, it's like
It's too much emotion.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like,
a little over the top.
you
I
know
got
what I
you.
mean?
It's unrealistic to a certain extent. So you're trying to
Yeah.
create. Okay, I got you.
like a well balanced.
Well balanced show.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy too? So I've been having this conversation. It's a little touchy, obviously, but I've been having this conversation about so like different was it lanes or different tiers of like
Right.
black media, for example.
Yeah.
Whereas like I like, for example, I consider, even though like Atlanta's a predominantly black cast,
Right.
right? I still consider it a fucking just a high value TV show as opposed to like a black exploitation film, for example. You know what I
Right.
mean? I know it sounds kind of crazy, but like see the works of like Tyler Perry, for example, where I find like they're kind of geared to like one set of audience, and it's
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know, just in that realm of
Some
shit.
of the black movies, bro, like they just look like typical nigga movies. Bro.
Basically,
He's
like,
trying to make it sound blessed. Like, just keep it a buck. Like, yeah, okay, the movie's all right, but it's like you see certain
Yeah.
actors in the movie, and you already know what kind of like caliber of movie this is
Facts.
about to be. You know?
Absolutely.
Facts.
Like like no offense, like Michael Jai White, like bro, that's not gonna be like a motion picture.
That's not a film.
Like fam, he's gonna thump up a couple mans. You'll
Facts.
probably enjoy it.
Facts.
He's scary looking and
Facts.
shit. Like okay,
Black Dynamite was a great film.
I didn't watch Black Dynamite. I'm not
is
gonna
that the
lie.
one with my boy's son, Denzel Washington's son?
Yes,
Same
yes,
one?
yeah. I believe
he
it
was
is.
in it. Damn, I gotta
Denzel
rewatch.
Washington.
He
it.
doesn't
Black
look nothing like his
Yeah,
dad, so
nah.
you wouldn't even know until
No, that
you
was Black
read it, like,
Klansman.
you know?
Black Klansman.
Yeah,
Spike
it's the
Lee
same
joint.
actor.
Oh, dog,
That's
yo,
Denzel Washington's son.
Man, he's so good.
What's his name? I'm here calling him Denzel Washington.
Yo, it's just Junior Washington, fam.
That was worse.
John
I'm
David
hold you.
Washington.
I tried at least.
John David, I believe. His
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I see
Yo, the
now
first
when,
one, I
like,
was gonna say Denzel Jr., bro. Yes, DJ, fam. Like,
nah,
he
he
talking
has his
about.
own name.
Denzel's a real one. Like,
Nah, shout out Denzel. Yo, I was even watching Equalizer 3 the other day.
Oof.
I'm not gonna lie, he's a little too
I'm
old.
not fucking with Equalizer.
No, I'm not gonna
Word.
lie. I'm not gonna lie.
He's too old.
He's
for
too
it.
old for all of that, bro.
He's not training day Denzel no more.
Word.
Nah,
You
I
know,
don't
it's
even like
Word.
trust. You know, you ever see the things that's like, yo, like I know he's a sick man, but he's not that.
you're saying he's got like
bro.
a bad hip. It's
Fam,
not
he's
bad.
like, yeah, he's 60, he's kind of fucked up, and he's
Jeez.
gonna take down the whole room by
Jeez.
himself. Like, come
It's
on.
a little
Got some
unrealistic.
blue chew in his back pocket. Like it's
They-
one of those.
Yo,
Yo,
that's crazy, man, bro. You know what Blue Chew is?
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. See, you can't have the audience thinking you're on Blue Chew, but you took down the whole room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's inconsistencies.
No.
you know?
Denzel, honestly, it's a Tomcat thing, fam. What are you dealing with?
It's not even a disrespect, but like, nah, you can't equalize no more.
Jeez.
Yo, I know it sounds crazy. It popped into my head. Fuck, yo, is Prince Jack? Is he black?
Okay, so yo,
Yo, like I know he's Michael Jackson's kid and all, but I googled the nigga real quick, and I like, before I
Yeah.
like disrespect people and things, I realized that the black comes in all shapes and sizes. Like look at Logic, for example. Logic's over there looking like a 40-year-old white man. He's a
I'm
young black.
dead.
He's a young biracial person.
I'm
You get what I'm saying?
dead.
His hairline's fucked up. I get you, right? Same kind of thing with Prince Jack. Is he actually black? I don't know. Like
see, man, I don't know what the structure or the
I feel
dynamic
like they
of
didn't
that.
get into that journey.
I know. No. But that's how I was
Nah.
asking him off the rip. Like yo, between you and me,
That's how
like
you not get
why you're
another
not getting
interview again.
Interviews with people like that. You're over there just judging, man.
had no logic.
Asking them the wrong question. What are you?
You know what I mean?
that's
No. Did you like? Did he say nigga?
Yo, his security guard was the blackest. Like when I tell you this
That
dude,
don't count.
no, but this dude
I never
was
had a white
so,
friend say, you know what? I got the blackest friend I
Michael
can say
Jackson's
nigga.
son don't look like he says nigga, bro.
Nah, man.
It just doesn't look comfortable on him.
It might not. You might be
I
onto
don't
something
think
there.
so.
But like honestly, like he just seemed like a very down to earth person, and I rock with that. Even on the topic of John David Washington, Denzel's kid, like I think there's an importance of like if you are fortunate to have like a long career in the entertainment industry, you can't make it your identity. You know what I mean? And your kids, if they do get thrusted into
So hold on.
Yeah.
Back to it. What do you mean you can't make it your identity?
Well,
like
yo,
just unpack that sentence a little more
let's
for me.
let's keep it a buck. Like
Keep it a buck.
Denzel,
Yeah.
do we see him at parties? Like, do we see him like out and about? Like, I don't
Brother,
hear
I
it too
just
much.
told you I see him in Equalize. He's an elderly man, bro.
I hear you, but like, I mean, in
What do you mean
general,
throughout his career,
in
Like,
real
when he was
life,
younger
do we
and
hear
shit?
anything? Do you hear any like
Like, you mean
of scandals?
controversy?
You don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
I, like me personally, I didn't even know he had a kid until Black Klansman.
Until his kid was raised
You know
before.
what I mean?
His kid, I have a son.
You know, and he was a grown man at that point. And I
Yeah.
think that right there just shows that like you can make it your life.
But hold on. So hold
yeah.
on. What are you saying though? Where's the negative aspect for by maintaining a secret, like or not like a relatively private life, personal life? Where's the downfall to that? Like, where's your discrepancy? You
I
just make
I
it.
didn't think that was what
Yeah.
he was saying. I think he's saying that's a good thing.
Yo,
Oh, is that what you-
you
oh,
gotta
yeah.
differentiate.
When
yeah.
you said don't
Yeah.
make your identity, you mean like you don't gotta be one of these celebrities all in the news all the
Yeah.
time.
Okay, see, I was
just-
misinterpreting what you were
just
saying. man.
begging
Go ahead.
fame kind
There
of
it
thing.
is. Having your.
I'm assuming that's what you meant.
100%. And thank you
Okay.
for.
No, I was. I just wanted to understand.
Yeah. And like, for example, like you got your publicist saying, like, yo, he's gonna be at the Tim Hortons. Make sure you got your pictures
So
ready.
they
Like,
could
you know,
create a story to keep
there it
them
is.
relevant.
You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
Denzel's talented. He doesn't need to do that.
But you know, that's like I
He gets
compare.
it off his merit and
You
not
know?
like out here clout.
Well, like
You
I
know,
kind of feel
like-
like that's what happens when your art speaks for itself. You kind of don't
Facts.
need to keep up with the Joneses and the
Facts.
hype. Like for like I'm trying like I don't know, fuck Michael Jackson for example, great musician. Although he's had his fair share of
100.
incidences in the media and whatnot.
100.
Like bro, the music and the quality and the caliber of the art he was producing kind of spoke for itself.
Preach.
Like yo, this guy you didn't really need to. Michael Jackson didn't need to be doing crazy things for people to like attend his shows or fucking stay relevant or like, bro, the man's still selling records to this day.
Preach.
You understand? Michael Jackson, he would perform and people would be actually passing out and crying and all type of things, acting like they met Jesus when a man touched stage, you know.
Facts.
Yeah, so I'm just saying when the artist speaks for herself, like, yo, when Denzel touches the screen and he starts performing and he does that Denzel talk that he be doing, people just, people can't handle that,
had
bro.
me convinced. I was like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't handle that, bro.
Yo.
But yeah, I definitely believe in authenticity will speak for itself. And like, in terms of just keeping up with relevant, because I realize in the age of social media, everybody wants to keep up with what's popping, what's trendy. Even when it comes to like all these guys wearing clothes, for example, like everybody's wearing, all right, cool, this is the name brand you got to wear. And on a level, like from the top down, like there is I don't know if there's like a narrative or a rhetoric that's in play. Like there are certain shit will be promoted to the masses a little more like frequently, you know what I mean? Or a little more broad spectrum.
Right.
But nonetheless, like, yeah, it's that authenticity, it's that substance that can keep you coming back. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But you want some fast food or some soul food?
It's facts. And if I may, like,
Go
jump
ahead.
in, man, I think for me personally, like I'm big on cost effective drip. Like nothing about this. Like don't get it. I got these shoes on Temu. I'm not gonna tell them where I got.
Yo,
the
you
suit
dropping
at.
the sauce for them? Like,
No,
yo,
I'm
fam,
not tell
fam,
them what.
Give them the
No,
fit
I
check
don't
if
give
that's
a-
how-
Temu.
Cause
What's that?
Yeah, you already
no,
started
it's
saying
like
words.
an app, or you know what I mean. It's like
like a Wish.com
Shein
type
and
app.
all. Yeah. But like.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell them where the suit is because I want to know.
No,
right
no,
away.
that's the secret,
But
son.
like, why I'm like, I'll tell them whatever because you can't duplicate the swagger. You know what I mean? Like,
No, the sauce is there. The
there it
sauce is
is.
the sauce, right?
because like, yo, you could spend $1,000 or whatever on your drip, but if you don't have fashion sense, and more importantly, you don't have the confidence to carry whatever fit you're rocking.
Right.
It's not gonna suit you. Like people aren't gonna take you seriously. So like for me, I'm big on like dressing how I want to dress to showcase and express who I am.
Okay,
You
so
know
yo,
what I
let
mean?
me ask you that in regards to what you're saying right now. So your ensemble that you have right now, you know what I'm
Yo.
saying, with your green, with the white piece, with the green tie and all that. How does that represent you? What are you trying to showcase? What are you trying to put out there in this ensemble?
100%. I'm a grown ass man, and
You
I
grown at
I deserve
maturity, yeah?
every reason to be taken seriously because I think sometimes people get it twisted. You know what I mean? You have to earn respect. By no means do I feel like just because I'm dressed fly that you have to respect me, but let's keep it a buck. With human beings, when they first see someone, they base things on optics. Okay,
Yeah, absolutely. You got to judge your books by their covers.
there it is. Dressed. Is he dressed well? Black people, our hairlines are lifelines. So it's like, okay, is this lineup proper?
Yo, that one is crazy.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
You know,
That
come
was
on.
serious.
That was crazy.
So let's keep it a buck. So like, does he have the optics, right?
Right.
And that's something to get me in the room.
Yeah,
But what
yeah,
keeps
absolutely.
me in the room is the talent. You know what I mean? What keeps me in the room is the work ethic. What keeps me in the room is being able to back up the superficial. Because if you're just basing things off of vanity,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get anywhere. And if you do, it's not gonna last long. It's microwavable. But like for me, like I said, like if I wanna be a presence in this industry, it was just a shift this year. Just being 26 and approaching 30, it's like the biggest thing that's on my mind right now is legacy.
All right. So your question,
yeah.
just before you go on to your legacy,
Yeah.
in regards to your appearance, was there any pivotal moments or anything that happened throughout the course of the year? Because you said I was 26 and this shit happened for me. Nigga, light went off. All right, cool. So was there any instances or any like situations where you're like, fuck, bro, I need to step my shit up, or like my drip wasn't appropriate for what was going on in the situation?
No, to be fair, not to be too like braggadocious, I think I've always been fly.
Braggadocious. Yo, fam, big up your words.
You know what I mean?
Big up your
like,
words.
I've always been fly. I think I've stepped it up because, the rooms that I'm going in now and the rooms I
Right.
want to be in, I don't want anyone to be like, yo, why is he here? You know what I mean? It's like
You don't want people to question your agency when you step into place. Yeah?
100%. So like for me, it was just about like, yo, if you're really serious about this, it's a lifestyle. You got to live it. You got to dress the part. You got
Yeah.
to be the part. You can't act the part.
Nah, it's true. You absolutely right. I've been telling niggas for years they gotta practice they fresh.
Yo.
A lot of niggas don't practice they fresh. Niggas get a lineup once a month or once every 2 months talking about.
And
I
I've
look
been
good.
there.
Yeah, but I ain't that nigga, bro. I tell you, when you practice your fresh, just like anything else you put practice into, it looks better the more you do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, you think this beard of excellence came in one shot?
Hey,
Nah, bro. Crafting
educate.
and making every week. I'm at the barber, fam. Don't play with me, bro. Practice your fresh. Yeah?
Yo.
Don't let people tell you different. So, yo, I'm right there with you, fam.
God bless. God bless.
Yeah. How you feel about practicing the fresh, fam? You over there practicing?
Don't do that, bro.
All right, man.
Don't do that. Don't come for me like that. You see me here with no lineup. I want to ask me if I'm practicing my first
Yo, I've
shot
been
with
there
this guy,
too.
bro.
I've been there too. I've been
hell?
there too.
No. Don't even do this, fam. I stay fresh, okay? All my lineups not like that, but yo, the gear is on point, fam.
Yes.
The jewelry is on point, fam.
Yes.
Yeah, let them know.
If you're
Fam.
trying to expose me because I don't have a lineup.
Fam,
I know where I got
It
the
be
hat
your
too.
own niggas,
yo,
bro.
it's fine. The man said, yo, the hairline is the lifeline. Now I'm keeping that. That's crazy.
It's facts. It's facts.
I'm not gonna lie,
you
I'm
know?
keeping that one.
It's facts.
Okay, yo, shit, that was a dope little introduction, little dope
God bless.
rip off the cap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick it off because usually we start the show with a little bit of quick fire questions. Is that good?
Let's
We already
do
got
it.
the
Let's
balls
do it,
rolling.
man.
So yo,
Yeah.
with the quick fire questions, I just want you to give the most honest and authentic answer that comes to your mind off the rip. Don't give it too much thought. Don't give it too much processing. Just boom, authentic and honest. You get what I'm saying? Not too deep, obviously. Usually you just little thing, but yo, boom. Would you rather be the richest person in a poor income neighborhood, or like, yeah, the richest person in a low income neighborhood, or the poorest person in a rich demographic or rich neighborhood?
I feel like if you're the richest and the poorest, you're not gonna make it too long.
You feel like if you're the richest and the poor, you wouldn't make it.
I'm not. I don't feel.
So you're
like,
picking poor.
Huh?
So you'd rather be the poorest in a rich demographic?
In what sense could I ask? Like, are you working in that?
Like, are you stuck in
Yeah.
this place? I can't leave.
Yeah. Like, what's
I can't take all my finances and
There
get
it
the
is.
fuck away from these poor
there? It
people.
is.
I
can't do that?
mean, no. This is where you're choosing to live still. And so do you want to be at the penthouse in a low income neighborhood where you're at the top and it's like, yo, bro, shit's all right. Like, situation, you think about it just in terms, even in terms of housing. Like, the penthouse, your shit's big, your shit spaces, you're on top of your shit. You know what I'm saying? No one's talking to you, fam. And like, subsequently, you have enough to provide and like live all your shit, like, live as good as you would like to live. Or would you rather live in like a bachelor pad in a fucking, in Yorkville or a rich ass neighborhood, for example?
I'll go with the second one.
So I'm in Yorkville, but I'm broke.
You're just not as rich as everybody. Bro. You're on like the first floor of the condos.
Yeah, I'll go
You
with
got a bachelor,
yeah.
bachelor in Yorkville, or a penthouse in the hood.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Yorkville because like if you're rich what Nipsey did was amazing for his community. But like, look how that story played out. Like, some people like are just gonna naturally get jealous of you, like because they're hungry. They're
But then
in
if I live in a rich neighborhood, I'm never gonna have no paper.
No,
Like, I'm
it's
just
not.
stuck broke over there.
He's
too.
asking all the right
I'm
questions.
I don't really know where this is going, but
No,
I'll
okay.
stay in the hood with my money and I'll just spend my things. Cause like,
Yo.
I don't know, I'm just gonna be in a rich neighborhood, but I never advance.
Okay.
He's asking all
You see what I'm
the
saying?
No,
The
so
parameters of
here,
the
here,
question
here,
kind of.
here, let me add some
That's
sauce.
the right
Let me add some
question.
decorative sauce to it. Boom. All right, cool. Whatever. You make. Fuck. I don't even. When you add figures in it, it gets a little stickier. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Okay. In the pound, fuck. Okay, whatever. You clear $80K a year, but you're in the penthouse in like government house, like you're in the hood. $80K a year is what you're making. You know what I'm saying? You pay $600 for.
It's not rich.
Yeah, but yo, fam, yeah. Okay,
live in
fuck,
ghetto
bro.
Your
fabulous.
first example was rich.
Rich? Okay, fuck.
Like,
you're
let's
taking-
be fair.
Okay.
80K is nobody's like.
That's why I didn't want to
Like,
add
yo,
figures
no
to it.
disrespect if you make 80K
Yeah,
a
man.
year.
Applies.
Or less, not even
Applies,
dissing,
yo.
but just know you're not rich.
Okay,
That's all
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying.
Yo.
You're clearing 250 racks a year, but yo, you live in the hood, fam. Mans are always looking at your things, and yo, that's your situation. See it? Or you make 80. Or you make a 80K in Yorkville, and you live in a bachelor, and yo, you can still navigate up, but yo, this is your current set. Like if you were to pick tomorrow, I'm making 250 in the hood with this, like shitty circumstances. The environment's all sad outside. You go outside, like the plants look sad.
So I'm rich, but I'm in the hood for life. Or I make 80K a year, but I'm in Yorkville for life.
Yeah.
But you said you could still advance, right?
I mean, like, yeah, I guess, but like, fuck, we're talking about right now.
okay, yo, I'm gonna go with Yorkville because to keep it a buck, like environment plays a heavy role. I came from like not the best. Like I had an exceptional mom that really was resourceful and made things work and made
Big up
things
your
pop.
dudes.
But like, for me, realizing that your environment really plays a heavy role in your mindset, like I would prefer being in Yorkville and advancing. Like I wouldn't want to look behind myself and be like, yo, what's gonna pop off? Like again, I use Nipsey as an example for a reason. Like
Right.
seeing what happened with him, like I don't want to be rich and have people around me like, like again
Watching you. looking
Yeah,
at your
man,
things.
pressing me for
How
pocket
you feel? Do you
watching.
feel the same sentiment? Like, do you feel like, all right, niggas be watching you for your things?
You said I can't advance.
All right,
There's
nigga, you can.
confusion in your question.
Bro, you.
I love
It's
it.
like it's not direct. You
First
feel
of
me?
all,
Like,
I'm so happy to
if
be
I
here.
can
I love seeing
advance
this in
from
the
Yorkville,
like in live. Like
if I'm making 80K and I live in Yorkville and I can advance, I can get better from there. Then okay, we'll take that. But if it's 80K the rest of my life,
Thanks.
I don't know. I might just go to the hood and just figure it out, fam. Like at least I'm like, I don't know, I have more money. Like the fuck?
All
They
right.
could put niggas on so they don't want to kill me. Like I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go with that one.
You're going with that one?
So
yeah.
one of each, you know. Like
Yeah. Figuratively speaking, I don't know. I kind of like being in nicer environments, but yeah, I found like being rich is being rich or being up. Like it's not like having a good amount of income in a shitty area. The shitty area will really weigh on you though, fam. It's a harder.
Yeah.
It's a harder.
What are the
question.
people like, you know, in this fictional world? Like, what are they?
in where in the hood or in Yorkville?
No. Yeah, in the hood. Like, what? Like, I think like anyone could to attest to this. You know what I mean? I don't think we all came from rich upbringings. You know,
So what are you asking me? Where
like what kind of characters are at this spot? Like,
Well, in the
are there
hood, you have people that are lower income.
right.
Let's say they're not in the best health conditions because
Right.
generally speaking. So everything that comes with a socio-economic lower income kind of neighborhood, like you got the liquor store, you got your fried chicken joints, you got all your bullshit that's around. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It hasn't been gentrified yet.
Nah, I can't. Yeah, and I'm gonna go with York because like I could still bring some of my homies to that spot, and I don't gotta look. For me, the moment I went to an apartment with a concierge, you know what I mean? I understood the value.
Holy fuck!
Nah, I understand the value of having a concierge. Like, no random person can just come into your
your shit,
space.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not having that is, especially how Toronto's moving right now. Like, I'm sure people going to Young and Dundas now, like, yo, what the hell happened to Young and Dundas? Like, even when you go on the subway, like, people are getting stabbed and things. So, like, for me, I want to be protected. I want to feel like I'm safe. I'm not a bitch, so like, yo, it's not like I'm scared to go into these spots. It's just like if it has to be my
If this is where I'm living, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my mindset. I want
Peace of mind.
100%.
Got you.
That's so important.
You over there? You don't care about the peace of mind?
Bro, both your examples don't give me peace of mind. The fuck? Like, yeah, I live in a nice neighborhood, but I'm stuck at 80K forever. Like, it's just we don't get
so
better than this. That's
I
not
know.
very positive either.
True, because
Okay,
like
let me.
complacent.
Okay. You start at 80K, and every year you live in your bachelor, you earn 10K more every year.
Still a long ass process.
That's hard to. Okay, that's a hard question because how Toronto is set up. It's getting inflation.
He's like,
You
oh,
know,
that 10 dimes is
Yeah,
coming in like
yeah,
five
a year
dimes.
from
We're
now-
just matching it, basically.
Yeah, that 10 won't really matter in a year, maybe. You know what
Damn
I
near
mean?
the same example.
All right,
Um,
all right.
I don't know, man.
Pick one: rich or poor in like, rich in the hood, or poor in or poor in the like upscale neighborhood. It's not even meant to be this deep. You're over there, like I feel you.
Fam. I'd rather just take my chance to being rich. See what I could do.
Yeah.
Rich in the hood. I feel you. I might live in Yorkville. I don't know. I'm already downtown. I might just go there and figure it out. And 10K a year, yo, we'll figure it out, man. Make
Plus
some
farm
movement
boy
strategy.
too, man. I need
Right.
that. You know what I mean? The cheap organic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got something for you guys as well. Boom. Question number 2. Would you rather never be able to use a search engine again, such as Google, Yahoo, anything, or never be able to use social media again? So never be able to Google nothing, search anything on any kind of search engine. Like, you want your information? You got to read a book, nigga.
Wow.
Or never use social media again.
Never use social media again.
Like, I'm talking Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, all that shit.
I hope I don't get Kanye after this, where they take me off everything. But I would go with Google because I'd still have access to knowledge, like, you know what I mean, and and even with social media, like Trudeau made that, like, you can't even see certain news and certain things about the world on social media anymore. So it's like, for me, if I want to have proper access to what's going on in the world, or things from the past, present, whatever, I need Google, you know? Yes, I can
Word.
go to the library, you know what I mean? I have my library card, but at the same time,
You
if
don't
I
have
have
your library
my
card.
phone, let me do
I
it.
don't. I don't want it.
Shots fired, bro.
I have a phone. Fuck the library.
Okay, so yeah, same question. What are you gonna do? You're giving up social media for the rest of your life, and like with that, this like it encompasses YouTube too, because I think YouTube's counted as a social media site.
Oh,
now.
damn, that's hard.
Is it?
That's hard.
No Arsenal.
YouTube
I
is
hope
YouTube,
not.
nigga.
No,
For the
nigga,
sake of this
YouTube,
question.
fam, you can post stories, captions, make groups, have friends. It's a social media site. You can be social
But
and
it's
do
not
so.
designed for socializing. Like you don't really communicate through YouTube.
So
And
what are the comments? What are the
YouTube-
comments? What are the comments?
And Google
What are
owns
the
YouTube.
comments?
Just saying.
What are the
So,
comments?
Yo,
Are the comments not communicate a form of communication?
It's not like sending somebody a direct message.
You can direct message people on YouTube.
but it's not a platform designed for that.
It's a platform designed for posting videos and sharing content, social media. You don't like that, dude. You don't like how I took away YouTube from the man. The man's funny. He's trying to fight it. He's trying to fight for the YouTube right. Yo, no more Arsenal highlights, bro.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
You gotta watch it live and direct on television.
Bro, I'll probably just take fucking, I don't know, probably social media, I guess, because I'm fuck, man, I've stopped podcasting. Fuck you mean? Like, we just started.
Mm.
That's over with.
Facts.
It's a real face. It's a real face value question.
Facts.
I'm trying to do something, so
Facts.
I'm going to read a book or have somebody else Google it. Go hire an assistant or some shit. And then ask them my questions and then continue programming on social media.
You're moving on a different frequency because not even just your line of questions, but how he answers these questions, bro. You're moving different, man. Yo,
I think this guy's trying to trap you in the worst scenario every time. You
Yo,
gotta
I'm
find
not
your way out.
trapping. No, the man get mad at my questions because they don't be thinking of them. Yo, the
there's
man
no-
are allowed. You guys are allowed to think of quick
There's
fire
very
questions. as well.
limited positive outcomes from this guy's questions.
Okay, I got you. This one's a little fucked up. Yo, would you rather have sex in the shower or on a kitchen table? Like the kitchen table you eat dinner on, nigga.
I'm kinky, man.
That has nothing to do with your answer.
Well,
I feel like
just
that
public
did
service
answer. He
announcement
don't
on that
business
Jay-Z
at
vibe.
the table.
So you're-
Look, shower sex though. Like I don't know, man. Like
see, so where's all that kink now, nigga?
you know what I mean? Because I believe.
What does he believe?
Can I cuss? I already cussed. but
Cuss,
it's
nigga. You
cool.
don't hear me cussing?
Good fucking. You need to sweat.
You got to sweat for
You
good
gotta
fucking?
sweat. You gotta
You
sweat.
like to sweat on a beach.
Sweat. Like I'm talking melted chocolate. Like you gotta sweat. You gotta know that you put in work. You know what I mean? So in the shower, like if it's a quickie, cool. But like I probably the dinner table. You know
Fucking
what I
on
mean?
the kitchen table?
The kitchen table.
Kitchen table, nigga.
Kitchen table. Let's do it. I'll get some Lysol sprayed after the fact. It's all good.
All right.
You know what I mean? I won't have people eating dinner there. I won't have any dinner party for a couple days.
Hold your plates. Hey, hold your plates like this, bro.
For a couple days, but like, yo,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
like, why not? Why not?
I even like that. I got a glass table. I might all see butt cheeks. I might take fam.
The girl has to be hygienic though.
These are
Like,
your
you know what I
games,
mean?
fam.
Yeah. What are you doing? Shower sex or kitchen sex?
I'll take the kitchen and the lights off, fam.
The kitchen
Yeah.
and Lysol?
Shower, fuck, fam. I don't like that.
I don't like the shower sex
Small
either.
confined
It's
space.
not even
I
that,
have to
honestly.
be wet the whole time
Yeah.
and not sweat, just wet, fam.
Facts.
And it's like, nah.
It's facts.
Yo, it's crazy because like I don't know. I feel like shower sex can make the things them a little frictiony too. Like you
Yeah,
gotta be
because
like,
the water's not the same.
it's not the
Yes.
same.
Not
yeah.
all water is the same water. You feel
I think
me?
it's like if you care about the person, you know what I mean? You're having your little like love and basketball moment in the shower, then I think that's what it's really meant for. You know
Yo,
what
I'm
I
not
mean?
gonna lie to you, fam. I feel like shower sex inconvenient because I'm gonna need a
So
shower
inconvenient.
after the shower. Like, what do you mean? I'm showering. All right, you came in and I got to shower again. Like, bro, it's just beer
And
shower.
the shower is not even that big. It's two of us. In
Yeah,
there,
beer,
like,
beer
man.
crunching up.
at least you
Yo.
can get a big table.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
Put your ass up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, be
It is sexy
comfortable.
though. I'm not even gonna lie.
With
Like, I
shower
had a
sex?
one thing. She was like loofah and me, like all around and doing a one. Like it's sexy. Like, but it's
Man
like
said you never got loofah'd.
you know. Shout out.
You never had a
I
fish
haven't.
loofah, you still.
Shout out to the wonderful
wasn't
woman
even
that
on my list of
loofah. You know what I mean? She knows who she is.
Yeah, you don't exfoliate like this guy.
Apparently not.
I'm working on my skincare, to be honest, man.
Yo,
I'm still trying
we'll
to
get
find
into
the
that.
right.
All right,
Yeah.
I got another one for you guys. Would you rather chew with your mouth open for the rest of your life
Mm.
or answer every phone call on speakerphone?
That's crazy, bro. I guess I'm gonna just have to chew my mouth.
Like, yo, you're
open,
at the
be
date, just
inappropriate.
But yo, could you
I'm gonna
choke?
just tell her like, babes, I was playing X Games and now these are my only options. This is all I got left. So yo, just handle that. You
Yeah.
feel me?
man's over there like,
Not every phone call is meant to be loud, fam.
Facts.
Like, nah.
what are you doing? You chewing with your mouth open or you phone calling? This
Man,
one should
but
be
yo, I
easy.
feel if you chew with your mouth open, you could potentially choke. You know what I mean?
You
could
don't
put-
gotta fucking chew. And you don't gotta like scarf it. Nah, nigga, chew.
But I don't. You know what? Man, and I'll probably, regret it, but like probably the speakerphone.
You doing speakerphone?
Because that would force me to move really right. You know what I mean?
This nigga's gotta know.
You know what I mean? Like it's like if you're like now people can hear whatever.
Nah,
so
you
it's
was
like,
fucked up. This nigga, I don't know. People probably X is calling. You gonna answer that? Nah, not even.
Out loud, nah. Hell
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Oh yeah, me. If you guys care about what I'm doing, I'm probably gonna chew with my mouth open still. Like I feel like there's too much. Like come on, let's have some like
Phone calls get drastic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sometimes.
it does.
So,
It does.
phone calls get dressed, especially when it's like, "Hey, how's it going? Such and such is here. What are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? You
what a
gotta
girl,
announce
yeah,
who's in the
just-
presence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
Okay. Would you rather be 5'0" or missing a front tooth like Krishan Rock?
Oof.
Always missing. Can't come back.
Oh, bro, does her shit come back?
I didn't seen her pop one in.
We're not doing that.
Could you like get like a replacement too?
Bro, I just said we're not doing that.
We're just rocking the toothless.
Right.
Toothless or 5 foot,
Man.
fam? What are you doing?
Bro,
5 foot nothing.
Nah, I'ma just get fronts. Call it a day.
I hope you know that one front is missing. Like, bro, you can't cover it.
So I'm just gap too.
Big gap. Who's that?
5 foot nothing. The whole
5
league.
foot nothing
I won't
is
even be able to get
drastic, though.
cereal on the top shelf. You know what I mean? Like
What tooth is it? You said the front tooth? Or could I pick a tooth?
Left or right? In your front, nigga.
Oh, that's mad stuff.
Fam, I said like Krishan Rock. You see where his shit's missing?
I'm gonna have to thug it out like her for real.
You're not being
5
fine,
nothing
nothing,
is
nigga.
Crazy. For, like,
You know
as
what?
a man, it's just too like
So what? So
too
you
vulnerable.
it's hard.
you're not trying to be one of
man.
the short kings?
Shout out to
No.
him. Shout out to him. You know.
Yeah. I'm not even trying. Nah. I guess I'll just be the
Big
take
toothless?
on the teeth. Yeah.
Big toothless or 5 foot nothing?
Man, you know, man, I might have to be 5 foot nothing. I might have
For the perfect grill, eh?
Yeah, I might just have to climb if I'm messing with a thing. Like yo, I just, you know what I mean, climbing like Mount
5 foot
Everest.
flat is crazy though.
Yeah, man.
No offense to the 5 foot flat niggas, but like
You just got to do
it's not
extra.
ideal.
That's wild.
No, you got to do extra push-ups in the gym. Like you got to go super
You're just
hard.
never buff enough at 5.
Yo,
I
I'm
wouldn't
not-
go to Wonderland to be honest with you.
You
dog.
couldn't go to Wonderland, nigga. You couldn't go to Wonderland. Now you
You
wouldn't.
know what I mean? The embarrassment, like yo, you couldn't.
This guy gets turned down from every.
You know what I mean? So
Oh, that's fucked up. Nigga said if you got buff, you look even shorter.
That's what I'm saying. Now you just look like a box and shit.
Yeah, you're over there looking like
Jeez.
like a French bulldog. That's fuck.
that's wild. That's wild.
That's foul.
Man.
So the man, so you're toothless.
Yeah, 5 foot.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Honestly, nah, I think a shorty would still probably like me if I got one tooth missing. Like, she'll get past it. You know what I'm saying? I got beer wisdom. Just blow it through it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got my wisdom teeth
The
still.
wisdom just flows.
Okay. Shit. Let me see which one of these I want to ask. Okay, I guess fuck it. This one's pretty simple. And this is probably the end of the Kickstarters. Would you rather an intelligent partner who's about like, I don't know, 5.5 on the attractive scale,
Oof.
or a super attractive partner who's about 3.5 on the intelligence scale?
Jesus Christ. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What these fucking
No, this
options? Like,
Man.
now she's basically a functional retard, but she You see what this guy does to people?
Yo, what are you
Bro.
doing, nigga? Besides offending people, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna cover my face.
No.
I know you're
I
gonna
got
get
one more
canceled. They
question.
watch you and your tone deaf.
Listen, man. I'm just trying to answer your question.
Answer it, bro.
So is this like a lifetime thing? Like how long do I have with this? Because that really would determine
Oh
how I
wow,
feel.
that's fair.
Because yo, I could do 6 months with fucking 3 on the IQ over there. We could get that in.
4 years and 37 days.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Wow,
4
that's
years is a
wild.
long
And
time.
37 days.
37 days.
Yeah, you could break up with her like February 6th.
And the next thing's just busted, huh?
She's well, like what?
What's 5 in it? What's 5 look
I love
like?
how honest you are, dog. For real. Like, yo.
4 years
It's
is
rare
a long
nowadays.
time, fam.
Yeah. 5 on the bus case. So
a
holy,
lot,
can
yeah.
I'll probably have to take the 5, bro. Just cause like yo, if 4 years a long time when someone's stupid, you know. Like, bro, you're gonna get through situations where you might need her, fam, and now
Facts.
she's just useless.
Facts.
But she looks good.
Are you married to this person?
I mean,
You
if
said
you feel-
4 years
Oh,
and
damn.
37 days. That's a weird number.
So that's common law. So this person is entitled to half of your stuff.
like how
you
he's
live
thinking.
4
with
years
you.
is a long time. Enough
Wow.
shit could happen in
Yo,
that period of time, bro.
yeah, man. Because she's entitled to half of the stuff. If you guys are living together.
So what are you doing, fam? Are you taking the?
I'm taking average.
So you're taking the average intellectual?
Yeah, average. Plus,
Yeah,
and I
bro.
love conversation. Like, that's why I appreciate being on this podcast.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
I
said
know
she's super smart too, right?
She's an electrician. She gets your jokes.
4 years, fam. I'll probably just thug it with her.
But yo, let me tell you how
I'll hit the
like,
gym or something.
the only-
you know what I mean?
sex with her does not excite you, and like
You're just like not even
Damn.
a good person. with this question.
Are you talking
I
about
feel
you
like
just
we gotta
flaccid?
question you. Like, what's the root of this, bro?
Like what? Like why are you with her? Is just because of the personality? She
Holy
has a good
shit.
job. Like what's the
yo,
hook?
she's intelligent. She understands you, bro. And what do we want to be as humans? Understood. You know what I'm saying? You put your dick in a bitch maybe once or twice a day, maybe 3 times if you
But I
got a lot.
don't like it.
Three
Like,
times if you
I'm
drink
not
a
attracted
Stallion.
to
There's
her.
no ways it happen once or twice daily if I don't like her that much. Like, we gotta build it
No,
up,
you can have
know
sex
what
with your 5-piece maybe like once a week, twice. So it depends how much. It's just that's your sexual like.
I mean? That's so crazy, bro.
Is she knowledgeable? Like is she like
she knows shit, nigga.
so like in terms of brain, in terms of
Bro,
I'm just on the
intellectually,
4 years.
Because it's
bro.
one thing to have brain, but can she give brain is another question.
Can she suck a hood?
I feel
Reggie?
like she
You
should
know.
be able to learn if she's so smart.
she
It's
could probably,
the
she'll probably
simplest
learn.
thing you had to
Just
do.
like-
She probably learn how to suck a dick. She's not unwilling. She's willing to learn. She's just not good looking.
Word. So yeah, I'm gonna go with average.
Okay, yo, okay. Would you rather? So you want the average thing?
Average, yeah.
So you want the average thing with the intelligence? Average thing with the intelligence?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think it's unanimous. Man would rather have a girl with some kind of sense in her head rather than looking good and being pure stupid. See,
Yep. Substance over superficial.
100%. Just because it kicked off in my brain when you
You
niggas.
said 3 out of 10 on the intelligence. Like, that's
That's a
bro.
lot, but damn.
That's bad.
Like,
That's
can she peel a
remedial, you know
banana?
what I
Like,
mean?
what's going on? Like, yo.
Well,
She
in
only could
school,
peel-
you need at least 5 out of 10 to pass.
She only peels
Homegirl
banana.
failed everything.
Like, yo.
She's useless,
Yeah.
buddy.
This
Sorry,
shit a
this guy didn't hear
GED?
me. I said she only peels banana. That's what
Oh,
she's good
damn.
for.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, though, 6 months will be a mad thing.
Yeah,
bro.
you might
wild.
get mad
That's
hearing her
wild.
like,
Yo,
yo,
all right, 6 months you
That's
can
wild.
handle
Like,
it.
yo,
Even
that's
a year.
me
Even
tell
a
you.
year you could do. But
You might-
4
fam,
years is
a
crazy.
lot, bro.
you get mad when you hear her talk.
Yeah, nah.
Not
man,
for 4
I can't,
years.
I
fam.
can't.
Not
I
for
can't.
4 years.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna be.
get depressed.
No.
I-
You're depressed?
it's just-
Okay, so yo,
Yeah.
let me
You
ask
know-
you something. Let me ask you something. Would you rather your girl be like a little overweight or smell a little funny?
That's crazy, bro. So I'm trying to tell you, these questions come from the darkness, fam.
But yo, I feel like you low key wants us to get canceled.
No, I
I'm
just-
playing with you. I'm playing with you.
I just want to know, like, you like
You said a little, right? Just a
Yeah.
little overweight?
or a little smelly.
No,
Nah,
I'll take
no,
a little
no.
overweight. You can't
Yeah,
smell bad.
hygiene.
I didn't say she smelled
'Cause why
bad.
do you, no,
I
no,
didn't
no,
say-
no. Smelling a little smelly means you smell bad. If it's worth a conversation, you
Yo,
stink. See?
facts.
And like, yo, a thing can't stink. Like, what the
Thanks.
hell?
And you know this because yo, you do juice and you're all about that
I'm
dieting.
cleanly.
Like yo, so it's
Yeah,
like
what's the root of your odor? Like,
there it is. Your
ew.
diet's not proper, and more importantly, hygienic. Like if you smell like yo, let's keep it a buck. Like the cat's not gonna smell too fresh. Like I'm not
There's a little
expecting.
fro-
Plus, if she's thick and she's like proportionate in the right areas and she's
sir.
pretty in the face,
Yes, sir.
fam, we don't even have to ask that
Yes,
question.
sir.
Okay, all right, that's
Good.
all.
Yes,
I was just
sir.
asking. I was just
Yeah,
asking.
yes, sir.
I was just asking.
Women of all sizes.
I'm glad. So none of you guys want a smelly thing, yeah?
No, bro.
Okay.
No, I
What
wanna
if the
carry
dime
that.
piece smelled a little frowsy, but
Nah.
she
She
was?
has to go, fam.
Yeah,
Smelling bad
what?
is crazy.
I'll just check. I'll just check.
my
I'll
bad.
just
She
check.
doesn't love herself.
No, she doesn't.
She might love her face, but she doesn't love herself. You know what I mean?
Okay. Anyways, moving on to the date. Fuck, I wasn't even gonna spend too long on this, but I guess I'll tell you niggas a little bit about it. Yo, honestly, today was the Santa Claus parade,
Oof.
right? How do you guys feel about Christmas? Or not Christmas, fuck. How do you guys feel about Santa? Did you grow
Yeah.
up in your household believing Santa was a real thing?
So I did
Up until what age?
I'd say 8, and this is when I was getting a Wii, and
You got a Wii at 8? When did the Wii drop?
no, it had to be 8, 9. Like, mind me if I'm blanking. Like, it's been a minute.
No,
It's been
my
a minute
fault.
to
Go
be
ahead,
fair.
go ahead.
Yeah, but when I did get the Wii prior to, I don't know, my sister, my mom were trying to do something like, I don't know, slick and experimentative. So they're like, oh, like I guess because you know how you used to like sleep fairly early as a kid. For me, I was staying up, and because it was like Christmas Eve, they didn't really check me and be like, "Yo, you gotta go to sleep." So I think because I was staying up too long, and they were trying to wrap the presents, you know, they did this thing where they're like, "Oh, Santa didn't come yet," and I'm like, "Oh, yo, I see
What kind of
other
disrespect
presents."
is this?
You know, I see other
You
presents.
start doing the math.
You know what I mean? I'm like seeing other problem, and then afterwards they did this weird thing because I stayed up, like I stayed up pretty much the whole night.
Yeah.
They did this thing where they're like, "Oh, yo, you know, Santa came and he brought your gift," and this. I'm like,
Well,
"Nah,
you're
son,
capping.
So
the
you got
man.
frauded.
You
They
know what I mean?
frauded you, eh?
For real, it's like tax season, and you do the receipts and you check the invoice. You're like, "Nah,
Oh.
this ain't right." You know what I mean?
Did you
Like,
leave milk and cookies for this guy?
I did when I was younger. When I was younger, I did do the milk and cookies thing. But I think after a while, my mom was like, "Why? Like, we're gonna get cookies and milk for what?" Like,
Okay.
like, you know what I
I
mean?
got
Like,
you. Let me
yeah.
push on to you. Did you grow up believing in Santa Claus?
To like a certain age.
What age?
Shit, I don't know.
No,
somewhere
nigga, you're over there
around
being
then.
overly mature at a young age. What age did you stop believing in Santa Claus?
Nigga, it was an official fucking report when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real, so I don't know the exact date that I found it out. But I'll give it somewhere around that age,
Yeah.
between 6 and 8 years old.
So you're over there believing in people until you couldn't.
Yeah, I think somewhere between my own common sense and like
Yeah.
my parents probably just not really wanting to fucking do this anymore. some they linked up at some
Yeah.
point, and they're just like, yeah, they buy the gifts now, you know?
You know what's crazy? I don't think I ever like had an opportunity to even believe in Santa.
Wow.
Yeah, I fucked up. I got a single mother, so it's like she's like, nigga, there ain't no fucking Santa. You know what I mean? It just was.
Facts.
It was what. But yo, let me tell you about how that wasn't hitting. So I used to go to school. I think grade 1, junior kindergarten, SK, whatever. I used to go to school talking about like this same talk. Like my mom said Santa don't exist. Yo, let me tell you how I was like the oust of the class. Like nobody was fucking with me.
Wow.
Ruining Christmas for
I'm
everybody
ruining
else.
everything.
The magic is gone.
Ruining
Just because there's no magic at your house doesn't mean it has to be fucked up for everybody else.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm coming in like the Grinch. You know, it was pretty outrageous, pretty inappropriate, right? I was gonna say, hypothetically speaking, I don't know if you guys want to reproduce in this lifetime, but say you do. Are you gonna pass on the joy of Christmas? Are you gonna like let your kids believe in Santa Claus, take them to the Santa Claus parade, do all that cool, like do all that shit, like Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, fucking the Lucky Charms, nigga?
Don't care.
I don't know
Why
what people
do that
believe.
shit? We live in a country that already does that, and kids want to participate. You know those ones. So until they're old enough to fucking start figuring shit out for themselves, I'll probably just let them participate. Their cousins and their brethren at school is all probably gonna be doing it. So
So you're just gonna lie to your kid like with the
I'm
masses?
gonna lie right to their face. Fuck you mean?
All right. What about you? You over there lying?
You know what? I'm a Christmas nerd. I love Christmas. I got that from my mom. But I think I'd meet it halfway. So I would kind of say Santa Claus is like, I'd compare him to like Captain America or, you know, the Hulk. Like, I think with kids know that these people don't exist. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But it's
hold
just
on,
the
hold on.
lore of, you know, superheroes. This is Santa Third.
You know
So-
what? Maybe it's because you say Captain America and the Hulk. I don't know. I kind of feel like Spider-Man and like cooler niggas like that. Like them niggas are a little more believable. I never really thought Captain America was that cool.
Really?
I
Like-
never thought Captain America. I thought Spider-Man, like, bro, I swear he's in New York or something. That nigga swear. Yo, like, they
Taking
might
pics.
that nigga
You
might be
know?
existing, you know what I mean?
But for me, like I think I would just focus more so on providing like a good experience for them during Christmas and just be like, yo, Santa Claus is a part of the narrative of Christmas. So just enjoy the experience. Don't really focus on it, whether he's real or not. Like I'd make sure they know he's not real, but they, like same way kids go to Spider-Man knowing he's not real and just enjoy the experience of the film. Same thing.
At
I
a
would
certain age,
come at
they're
it
gonna,
with.
they're like when they're like 3, 4, when they just learn how to talk and shit, you could probably Santa Claus them up. You feel me? But after a couple years of conversation, like I feel like the kid, they start to gather what's going on, and then like you know,
I don't feel honestly. I know I sound like the Grinch, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it real just because I feel like nigga, why am I gonna lie to you? And I feel like you might appreciate me for not like for just keeping it real with you off the rip. Like I appreciate my mom for not lying to me. I'm just like, oh, you kept it real off the jump. You know what I mean? Like
And they can Google that nowadays.
I didn't feel like I offended when I found out. Like I don't remember this moment of revelation. Like my parents lied to me. It was just like I feel like you also like you're growing as a child too, so you come to realization like, yeah, that was just.
did you believe in
That's
like
something
the
that
did you
kids
believe in
think.
like the Easter Bunny and Lucky Charms guy and stuff?
Nah, they didn't go that far.
Word. What
That-
about
that's
you?
why. Easter Bunny, nah.
Tooth Fairy?
Tooth Fairy, I did like until I was 6. Like,
Did you really believe in him, or did you just want some change?
You know what it is? I think when you're a kid, You know, you just wanna, you believe in this. Like, if you got some sense to you, you know something's off. But I think you just want to give into.
They probably enjoy playing along.
Yeah,
with
with
it.
the
It's more
wholesomeness.
than just a full on belief set.
Yeah.
Like these kids have imaginary games all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this
You know
probably
what's
just
fucked up?
another one.
Yeah.
And then there's a gift at the end of it.
There it is.
And what could be better when you're like fucking 6?
Like,
you know?
especially you get $2 or whatever under your pillow. Like, I'm gonna play along.
You
Like,
know what's fucked up? I'll tell you
Yeah.
how to rip.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna tell you how to rip, bro. And maybe it came from out like. You ever wonder why if you don't tell your parents you lost a tooth, why the tooth fairy never shows up? Like,
No,
I just
'cause
put my.
Why wouldn't I fucking cash in on all my teeth?
Yeah.
What kind of kid are you, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
I thought you don't know
know,
because you have to understand. So the iteration or the illusion is that like, all right, cool. Tooth fairy's gonna come. They know Wagwan. They see your things under the pillow. They're gonna you're gonna wake up and there's gonna be some change there. Yo, if you don't tell nobody though, you just gonna wake up and there's
Nah,
the tooth
those
still
are
there.
announcements. And two, I'm talking to my parents. They're gonna
Facts.
see that one of the
Facts.
teeth is gone.
Facts.
There's not
Facts.
too many surprises.
Facts.
You ever swallow a tooth?
Nah.
No.
Whoa.
I did. I was really worried about it too.
Man,
Okay, well that might be why, but
that's
like
wild.
No,
Nah,
nigga,
that's
I had teeth that I planted. The tooth fairy never reached, and I said, "This is a scam."
you didn't tell nobody.
Yeah, well, this was
Over there being all private.
I know.
This guy's trying to hide the money from everybody else. That's what it was. I
Yo,
want them
okay,
to know
you know
what
what?
I got.
Fuck it, I got another. Yo, did you
Yeah.
growing up as a child did you ever receive money as a gift?
Man.
That was a
No.
hard- You never got no money as a kid.
Oh,
growing
you know
up?
what? My mom did do like it really depended on where my parents were economic, like in terms of financially.
Word.
So it's like I remember
It's taking a whole
earlier-
different turn than I was going now, but continue.
No, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, no,
you know,
no, I'm
Christmas
not even.
was sad that year.
you know, I'm
I've had
on common
times.
sense. We'll keep it a buck.
Keep
So
it all the way real.
I think it depended where they were. So like I remember my mom because she was doing well, like you know, finance. Always a great woman, so she's always well. But like,
Big up your mom, man. Big
yeah,
up,
I
dude.
did
Miss
love
Marshall.
her. You know, Mama Marshall, man. But
Big up your mom. Look
yo,
funny.
Mama Marshall, Marjorie Marshall, special lady queen. You know, I wouldn't be here without her, and
Big
I owe so
reproduction.
much to her. So, yeah, it really depended. I during Easter they would give me little money here and there, but Christmas, I don't know how she would always find a way to give me the thing that I wanted. You know what I mean? Whether things were good or bad, she would always find a way, and I think that just and I'm sure we can all attest to this. You know what I mean?
I said, this took a turn this way. I was going.
No, yo, I got
was
into-
gonna ask you niggas. You niggas get money for a gift? Yeah. Your parents ever hold your money as a gift? That's where I was going with this one. But you're over there like.
I'm getting all sentimental after
Yeah,
school
said your mom
special.
provided the best she could, circumstantially. You know what I'm saying? There's
Sound
some
like
Christmases-
Kanye West there with the hey mama. No, I feel you.
No, for real. But still, big up your parents. They never
Yeah.
took your change.
Can I also say one more
Interject,
thing? Not to
nigga,
get
go
on a
ahead.
tangent, but I feel like the older you get, living by yourself, and especially in this time where inflation is crazy,
Inflation's crazy.
you develop a strong appreciation for what they did. Like, so with my mom, like I think she didn't always give me money and stuff, but like she always made sure that she gave me something of value, you know? So that's the biggest takeaway I took from like my childhood.
So you know what? Don't get too sentimental if you don't want to. No, nigga, hold on. Before you jump off the boat, I was about to say, what was, I guess, one thing, or so you always said she gave you something of value. What's
Yeah.
one gift throughout your life or one thing that you've received that kind of like stuck with you or like you're most like, memorable
Okay,
kind of like.
one of the most recent was an air fryer. That one was like
That's mature.
game changer.
I fuck with it.
that was a
I
game
fuck with
changer.
it. Yeah, yeah.
At first I was like, what is this? And then I'm like,
I
okay,
told this
no,
nigga about the air fryer. He said, I have an oven. I said,
Yo,
nigga.
it's a different game. It's a different game because
He
like
doesn't believe people.
15 minutes,
I
like
don't
50, 30 minutes.
cook, bro.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe people.
I don't really operate in the kitchen like that.
Yo.
fam. I'm lazy and I don't care.
Well, in the times we're living in, to be fair, like it's basically the same. Like, yo, groceries is just as expensive as like Uber
Groceries
Eats.
is more expensive.
And sometimes Uber
Yeah,
Eats has a
especially if
buy
you
one.
got shit to do. It's like,
Preach.
let me just go buy this food real
Facts.
quick. So of
Facts.
coming home to clean chicken,
Facts.
season chicken,
Facts.
clean the sink,
Facts.
clean all the dishes.
Facts.
I don't got time for all that, right?
And Uber Eats has a buy one get one free. Sometimes they got the promo codes.
All
Like,
that,
yeah,
so-
man. Like, yo, I'm with you.
Hey,
Same question. You're sad.
would I ever get money as a gift?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got money as
Your
a
parents
gift.
ever
and
hold
no,
that?
Nobody helped my shit. I'm not like my parents dealt with me proper. You feel me? Like in that regard, you know, like
Yeah.
Never did that to me.
Now I had a one too where it's like, yo, don't worry, let me hold this safekeeping scene. Never.
I know those.
Oh, I thought you over there with the glorious.
I'm just reinvesting your funds, bro.
I mean, it is what it is, Oh fuck. So that being said, since the prevalence of like social media, adulthood, inflation, and all that, does Christmas still Christmas the same to you?
Man,
Because you say you're a holiday nerd. Like,
Yeah.
what are you? Are you type of nigga you putting up the Christmas decorations, got your ornaments, your elf on the shelf, or whatever the hell you be
Don't
playing?
kill me. Okay, I don't do that, but I do the Christmas carols, like the boys.
Oh, you sang Christmas carols, nigga?
No. I'm tone deaf. I'm not singing nothing.
They put that shit on in
Yeah,
crib,
the
though.
Boys to Men Christmas album, like
Yo.
the Whitney Houston Christmas
What
album,
kind of grown Christmas?
Luther Vandross Christmas, like yo,
So
all that
serious
stuff.
Christmas.
You know what I
Serious.
mean? And then obviously Christmas movies, so like Ernest Saves Christmas, Home Alone, Christmas with the Cranks. I'm
This house
nerdy
smells
with
like
that.
a mixture
you know?
of gingerbread and incense.
It's not bad though.
You know, like
Not bad.
so like I love it. So like I feel like the older you get, the more you have to like put an effort to make it like to recapture that magic you once as a kid.
It was fucked up. I
Yeah.
feel like I lost my entire Christmas spirit as soon as I lived on my own. Bro, like it's just bro, I'm just living this quest of life. Like, you gotta continually, all right, make money, pay the bills, all right,
Facts.
cool, be productive, feed the
Facts.
dog. Fuck nigga, Christmas.
Independence turned him into the Grinch. You don't care no more.
Yo, but then
Yo,
it's
man.
also we hit the age, like, I don't know, after I stopped wanting shit, it's just like, fuck, okay, Christmas is here, and I gotta buy nigga shit. Like,
Facts. That is
Yeah,
stressful.
you
I
get
think-
older, you provide gifts.
Yeah,
more than
like
you
I don't
actually
expect
do.
like people be
Facts.
asking you what you
Facts.
want. You're a grown ass man, bro. You could buy whatever the hell it is you want.
Facts.
You gotta buy people shit, bro. That shit, I don't know, bro. It's just, I guess it's the social obligation and then the emphasis on consumerism that kind of deter me away from all of this. Like I feel like Christmas in like I don't know, like the last fucking 10 years,
Right.
5 years, give it it just got very consumer based. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no longer just Boxing Day no more, nigga. It's Boxing Week or Boxing
Facts.
Month. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think it
Niggas-
got no more consumer based. Niggas just have less money to spend.
Facts.
But it been a consumer based holiday for a very more than 10
You know what it
years.
is? Okay, in conjunction with that, shit got more expensive and niggas started making less.
Well, that's what I meant. Less money to spend. Like the
Yo.
money don't stretch like it did before.
Yeah,
Coming
yeah,
home
yeah.
with a big bundle of gifts
Yo.
that costs now.
Yo.
You know
Yo,
what I mean?
I know. Now
and the youths are out of hand still. They don't even want the same shit that they
nah,
used
they
to
don't want toys and monster trucks and
The
take them
prices
out.
of things got more expensive and the wants got more
Facts.
expensive. Youths
Facts.
want designer clothes,
So imagine
iPad,
this.
See, there it is.
all type
So
of
imagine
shit.
this: you want designer clothes, iPad, PlayStation 5, and you got to give all the credit to a fictionary white man that doesn't exist that came down your
First
chin.
of all, I told you past a certain age, my kid's not gonna be on that.
Okay, I'm just
and
like-
before that age, he's not getting gifts that expensive anyway. Bro, you just learn how to talk. Hold a toy, hold some Jordans, okay, and relax. You feel me?
not
And
lying.
you'll be very happy with that.
Facts.
And then as they get older, we'll adjust what my financial situation is
Facts.
like, you know.
Play some Paw Patrol for him, like yo or her.
Them little niggas love it.
They-
Yo, so I
Yeah.
also see a lot of children super locked into tablets nowadays. Tablets for I actually see children holding tablets before they go hold their head up. You know what I'm
So
saying?
dead.
Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
true.
too
That's a
much.
bar. That's
Right?
a bar.
So if your child is playing on their tablet or playing whatever, like they don't even spend no money. Are you giving them money to spend on their like say they play like Roblox
I'm
or
not even
Minecraft?
having that. Like I'm the asshole parent. Like I already done know my youth's not even gonna be on the tablet that heavy. Like you get a limited amount of time every day, fam, and run it back. Cause
Nice.
as a man myself, I monitor the amount of time I spend on my
Preach.
own phone.
So then how do
So
you
my kid has to be on the same standard. You're not just gonna be a weirdo on the screen all day.
Facts. And their brain's still developing.
Yeah, I don't like none
so-
of that. You're gonna do
Yeah.
something physical.
Yeah.
Word. I feel you. I was gonna say so. Inching into the later years, I guess, of the years where children don't require Santa Claus, like they no longer believe this guy. Oh, it's aloof. It's gone. Boom. Are you allowing your child to hold their cell phone at all time and every day? Like, how are you? Because you just say you're a dickhead parent. You're like, yo, fuck, I'm monitoring the iPhone screen time, all of that. See, I mean, the iPad screen time, all of that.
Yeah.
Are you going to be the same way when it comes to the actual phone?
Well, the kids living in my house, so I'm gonna know what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. So they're also gonna have things to do wherein you won't be able to be on your phone all day. And then when you do have your free time, like you did your homework, you're playing sports, practice done, whatever the case may be, like I'll allot them an amount of time, not complete asshole, but like also
So how much do you
I
feel is
see a
an
lot of
accurate
pa-
amount? How much time do you feel is a fair amount of time to
it
be allotted?
depends on what the activities are between school and extracurricular activities and then like clean up your room stuff. Like I don't know. I don't have a kid and I'm not on that schedule, so I
Facts.
can't
Okay,
estimate that right now. But it would be something that accommodates like our regular life, like something that kind of emulates like when I was a kid because I wasn't stuck to a screen all day. You feel
No,
me?
no
So,
doubt. But times have also been different. Like screens weren't as openly available for
I
access.
understand. So what I'm saying is, when I have the kid, I can't give you in a time it will be an hour, 2 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, but we that's how we measure time in the day.
Nigga, I don't know. Because I don't know what other activities they're gonna have to do and how long that's gonna take between traveling to these places, coming back and
Facts.
forth. I'll estimate that when I cross the bridge. But the fact of the matter is, my kid won't spend the majority of their free time looking at a screen, learning nothing. And I think a lot of parents actually instill that in them so that the parent could get some free fucking time to go do whatever they want to do and not actually proactively monitor their kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that because like, why you have the youth if that's how you're gonna like, you
What
know?
about you? Are you you have strict values in regard to the same kind of nature of the question?
I think for me personally, I would want a kid that has great social awareness and is able to just thrive socially. And that doesn't come from going on the screen and talking to people. That goes from going in person. So whether
So you know what's fucked up? I
Yeah.
want to stop you there though.
Yeah.
So like for example, like this generation is like, you know, I got a little sister, she's 15 years old. COVID happened, obviously. A lot like the way children socialize actively is very different now than it was in the past.
Yo.
Children actually socialize a lot more through FaceTime and through their devices than they ever have fucking ever in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think there's a degree of if you were to take that aspect away from them, they would almost become like the social outcasts in their generation.
I don't know. Okay, me personally, I know it's a different age, different time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't get a phone like until I was like in grade 11.
Oh,
And
shit.
at the time, because again, I got, you know.
When did you get a
yeah,
phone?
I was probably like 12. I got my sister's old phone.
I had a phone in grade.
But again, these phones is not the same phone, so
I had a flip
there's
phone.
no. I'm not gonna be on it.
I feel
There's
you.
no social media. It's a fucking Nokia.
Or like a
Where green
razor.
screen- You play Snake at best. And even after a while, when you get home and you have a PlayStation, you're like, okay, I'm gonna put this down. You know, so
I feel you. Like for me, like yeah. So I didn't get it until grade 11. So
Okay.
I did have like whether it was a Firefly or whatever, where you get like you have like 10 numbers.
Oh, you had the
Yeah.
super sticker.
Yeah,
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie. There's
that was
one.
barely a phone.
Damn,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had one girl in my school that had that, and yo, fam, everybody got at her.
Bro,
Like,
I
You're-
hit mine.
That's how you know your parents have you on their manners.
Bro.
You might be better off just saying, yo, my parents can't afford a phone. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Facts. No, but I hid mine. I was like, nah. But like,
can't even
until-
want people to know you had that.
Nah, I'm keeping it a buck. And then grade 11, I finally did. But like in the meantime, in between time, like my brother was really cool and he would let me, like if I got a girl's number or whatever, he would let me, you know.
Text from his phone
Yeah,
type of shit.
yeah. But like 11, when I got it, like I appreciated it and I loved it. But like looking back, I'm happy because I had to step up my communication skills in person. You know what I mean? If I relied on that phone to communicate with people, I would feel like I would know how to like really like move around certain rooms and like talk to people, you know, in a authentic quality. And I think for my child, like I think technology is gonna be everywhere. Like AI is becoming more prominent in our
Oh,
society.
for sure. It's gonna become part of like our integration.
So
for
there's
sure.
gonna be robots at the school. So I think he, she, whatever is gonna be around technology all the time. But like if I'm like, yo, for 3 hours, it's our time, it's family time, just chill. We're gonna whether it be family games or we're gonna go do something, like I don't know, play some ball or whatever. Like that is some time that I'm gonna allocate to like build a proper family system, but more importantly, make sure that the kid is like well rounded. Because I don't want like some weird Wally type of person that's like, you know, kind of obese and doesn't really have too much going on. No, I'm
fucking with you, nigga. I'm fucking with you. Go
Look,
ahead.
diabetes is a real thing. I'm not talking about what the weight is or this, and the third. I just want my kid to be healthy. You know what
For
I mean?
happy, healthy child. I feel that.
So, you know, so like, and that comes from, and I agree with you, like sports, whatever, like just instilling discipline at an early age, you know? So,
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
and balance, yeah.
How long would I let my you have the thing for? I don't know. I'm a lot less, like, you know, calculated than you niggas. I don't know, bro. Screen time after you get home, let's say you get home at 3 o'clock. I want you in bed by, like, respectable time, like 9 o'clock. You got like 2 hours of phone time or like screen time. After that, like nigga, go do something. Go read a book. Go take up to a book. Go draw a picture. Do something different. You see what I'm saying? But I just quantified that. I think 2 hours is pretty like just unobstructed. Like yeah, for sure. If you want you in bed by 9 o'clock.
Because where else are you? Like, you don't have emails to send. Like, what like, what do you
It
got
would
going?
be majority recreation. That's
It's
what
all
most
recreation.
people spend their time.
all
doing,
recreation, for
doing,
sure,
right?
for
Like,
sure.
who are you
So-
texting? Who are you? Like, you don't got no
And
email.
it's okay for them to get a little bit of it because, again, you want them to be socially inept. You don't
Yeah.
want them to be outcast because they're unaware.
Facts.
If they
Facts.
choose that they don't want to participate in everything, then that's fine. But, like, you want them to at least be aware of what's going on in the world. So, yeah, my kid will still have a phone, tablet, whatever the case. But it's balanced. Like, just make sure that they get the right amounts of everything.
And they're not dependent on it. Like, if you take it away from them, they're like they're throwing a fit or like it's
I got
like
beat my pit, you know. What do you mean? If you're gonna throw a fit, if I take away the shit that I bought, yo, nigga, here what?
A lie?
Like I don't know. I just see people like it's fucked up. I be telling people like I be disciplining people's youth even in the world. You know what I mean? You be at the grocery store, I see some badass little kids in front of their mom. I tell them, yo, fix up, bro. Like I G-check children, bro. Nah, bro. I swear to God, I see badass kids and like just misbehave. Nothing pisses me off more than bad kids, bro.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, bro,
really,
you don't even have the authority. You
Yeah.
haven't been along this. Why the fuck you so rude, bro? You know what I'm
People
saying?
even beat their kids like that anymore, though?
No, but
I
some-
wouldn't personally,
A little
but I'm
upside
not
the head couldn't hurt you. I'm gonna say we were in like, I can't have this chocolate bar. Yeah, like yo, boy,
that
your
shit's
youth's fat, it's bad,
crazy.
and you're looking disgruntled. What am I gonna do? Yo, hear what? Everyone needs a bat up. This youth needs a bat up. You need a bat up. Everyone needs a bat up right now. So I do believe that there needs to be some kind of authoritarian fucking vibe. If you're the, you gotta branch your kids.
100. Like, I'm
You know
not
what I'm
trying to be their friend, but I don't know. For me personally, like, I don't know if I, hit them,
No, you can just upside the head, bro.
Like, look,
It's not like you're.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well,
No,
how
I know
you?
exactly, bro. I'm Jamaican, so I know where you're coming from, but at the same time, like, I don't know, me
Our generation is built different because
Yeah,
our parents
man.
are beating the shit out
there
of
it
niggas,
is,
bro.
bro.
And we're just over here all hesitant and shit.
He talks to
I
the
don't want
robot.
to
and
damage
he's like, yo,
his
call it-
character. Yo, the nigga, you're building character. Let me show you some.
I don't know. I feel like kids need their ass beat at some point.
Then it's not
But
even that they
also,
need to. I
if
think-
like you communicate well, like I feel like you also gotta like make your kid understand like why you're saying what you're saying.
Facts.
It
Well,
can't
there
always
needs-
be authoritarian.
Facts.
not
Facts.
necessarily.
Gotta be
I get what you're saying,
balance.
They're very
but I
inquisitive,
kind of
they'll ask
believe as
questions,
children,
yeah.
like I don't want to say you have to fear authority, but there needs to be some kind of like
No, they do have to have an
you have
amount
to have
of
a
like
fear, like of
fear
of
because
consequence.
It kind of resonates.
It creates
as
authority.
respect,
It creates
you know?
Fair,
rule. It creates
fair.
fucking law. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, yo, you need to be scared of the consequence if you do some shit that I said don't fucking do.
Facts.
Or you know what I mean? Like, shit, dad's gonna get pissed. Might give me an upside the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to not want
It's
that.
also
But
an example of
yeah.
life because outside a stranger would have less mercy on you than your
For
parents.
sure.
Facts.
Imagine you do some
Hopefully,
shit
unless
that the
you're in
law
a
told
really
you not to
fucked up
do.
situation,
Now
but-
you're getting arrested. You should. If you got one upside the head as a kid, you'd be like, "Fuck, I knew I shouldn't have
But
did that."
yo, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to cut your stream of consciousness. So I don't know.
No. I'm just talking shit. Go ahead.
Okay, say less. But like,
You see
for-
beating the kids I don't have.
for me personally, I feel like that discipline can be instilled in other ways. Like you brought up sports. Like,
Well, hold
being
on, hold on.
yeah.
What? What method of discipline is
If we're going for maximum efficiency, right? Yo, pain is a very
I just
good
wanna know what you're talking
pain
about, like-
and fear. Like the
100%.
psychological aspect of if I fuck with this person, there will be imminent
Repercussion.
consequences.
Facts.
That is a very profound lesson
Facts.
that a lot of grown ass people need to
Facts.
learn. You feel
Facts.
me?
Facts.
So if you learn it from when you're young, at least
you know what it's like? It's like, for example, you ever got punched in the face?
no.
Oh, you're lucky.
You've never been punched like in any
Nah,
situation ever.
nah.
Yeah,
This,
right.
guy, this man is blessed.
Yo, hopefully the streak doesn't end. I'm hoping this
Let me
is.
tell you,
Yo, keep it going, bro.
I know, yo,
Fuck.
no.
You wear white blazers like that, you don't get punched in the face. All right?
shouldn't.
Yeah, 100%. What I'm saying was, basically the concept of when you know what it's like to get punched in the face, you don't run out your mouth talking like you will never been punched. Like it's impossible. Like it's an impossibility. Like if you know you're in a situation where real consequence can happen from my behaviors and my actions. You kind of navigate certain
You learn
situations
humility.
differently. You
Facts.
get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, bro, for example, road rage is a bad thing. We especially in this fucking city. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's hostile on the road. Yo, the minute someone hops out the car during your road rage incident and is more serious than you, yo, you might change how you fucking navigate your road
Yeah,
rage.
people create like a safety net in their car.
Yeah, they
Kind
think
of
they're
like when they're in the
fucking
comment section on the internet because they
Yeah.
don't think they'll ever get the face to face.
Right.
Then you get up at the red light and you
Yeah.
get out your car and niggas don't want to get out their car. And then it's like you were saying a whole lot back there, you know?
Right.
I've seen
So,
niggas
like-
even fuck up their car because a man hopped out of his shit. Not even hostile. Like, yo, fam, you had something to say at the light, right? Boom, they're at the light. This man drove, scraped up his car, made a right turn he couldn't make, everything. Just because he's like, yo, he knew that there was consequence that he wasn't ready to take on prior to spouting his mouth off like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same concept with disciplining your youth. Like, yo, if your youth knows what's to come with certain levels of behavior, yo, they're not gonna want to activate like that. Cause who wants to upside the head? You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's all I'm saying about it.
I feel you. You know what? I just
Because
think,
like, yo, you're talking
yeah.
about you can instill discipline and like playing soccer and shit. Yo, let me tell you, if my youth being bad, we're not gonna go pick up a pickup game
Like
right now.
I think I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Is that discipline can be taught in another manner besides actually hitting them. I just, again, like I said, maximum
Efficiency.
efficiency. When you really
Get
just
the
want to like be effective,
Yeah.
that's one measure that's proven
True.
to work. However, like I would agree, like just to add on, because
Yeah.
like I know you were getting into like the sports and stuff.
Right.
Like certain situations, again, if you communicate with your kid and you teach them cause and effect, and like, yo, if you don't do this, this is how it could, end
Right.
up. And then you put them in situations where they got to compete with other people, and it's like,
Right.
well, look at you, not keeping
Okay,
up. You
so
know,
yo, let me kick. You just got my dickhead. But yo, fam, the youth's talking bad to his mom. You just say, all right, get ready for a one-on-one outside. We're about to play this basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this how you're disciplining your youth? He's being mouthy to his mom.
I
Nah,
told you
that's
about the
different.
maximum efficiency. You have to redirect your question to the other side of the room.
My
But yo,
bad.
I feel like kids will only do that if they don't respect you. Like I
Nigga,
feel-
kid, no, man. Respect or not, kids are dickheads, fam.
Well, yo, I don't know. Like I
some
feel
kids, some kids will.
Some kids
will
push the limit.
line.
Yeah,
True.
Not
man.
every personality is the same.
true, but like I don't know. Like that's why, not the person. I'm not praising the person, but yo, the Cosby Show. There was a line where Cliff Huxtable. I'm making the differentiation very clear so people.
That's right.
in your-
You didn't PC right.
You know what I mean in the comments. But like one time Theo was, I forgot what the episode was, but he's like, yo, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out of it. Like it's just a fact. Like I feel like sometimes it's like if they meet you with that energy, you got to meet them back. I don't think it has to completely be like, yo, let me hit you. It's like, no, okay, you want to talk that way? I pay rent, I pay bills here. Like I'm the reason you eat and you're still able to exist in this world. If you want that to continue, you have to respect what's going on under my roof. You know what I mean? And like that doesn't mean I want him to starve or her or whatever. I want them to know that, yo, like none of this you are entitled to. Like you're getting it, you're blessed to get it. And being my kid, I want to facilitate the best.
So yo, what if he hits you with
environment
the nigga? I didn't ask to be here. Who told you I'm out to have sex? Y'all brought me here. Y'all not gonna take care of me? Y'all threaten me with the liberties y'all provide?
No, yo, we're definitely gonna take care of you, but like you also gotta don't bite the hand that feeds you. So it's like,
What's the repercussion if I do?
are you speaking in the realm of my kid or
Yeah.
Trying to be the worst kid that he could be,
yeah,
and you got to discipline him
Right.
with your peaceful methods.
right. So repeat the question again.
Fuck you, dad.
Yeah, nah,
crazy.
Like don't come with
That's
that energy.
extreme.
Like
Or else what?
I think
Or else what?
for me, I'm locking the bedroom, and I'd probably have him like I don't know. I put him on the couch. You know what I mean? I wouldn't.
You're locking the bedroom and making him sleep on the couch?
Okay, I'm not. I'm taking away all the. I'm talking about the phone. I don't know if it's gonna be some holographic. I don't know what Jetsons vibe we're gonna be living like 10 years from now, 20 years from now. But like the phone, the holographic phone, the holographic laptop, all that's gone. Car, if you have a car, you don't like. Everything that I've provided in your life,
Right.
you don't have access to. The
Right.
necessities, food and other stuff, cool. But anything
You
else,
got some water.
you know what I mean? I want to make sure you're still living and breathing, but everything else that you clearly take for granted is going to be taken from you. And then hopefully that'll give you the clarity needed to fix up and, again, not bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I mean? So that's just me.
Yeah, no worries.
I
I'm just,
respect your approach.
You
and
know?
for all inclusive purposes, let me just know I'm being a social terrorist. It's just like
Oh, I like
just-
this.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel
that.
like there's some
Yeah.
parents that felt the way you did.
You know what the craziest one is?
They
Aside from
still ended up whooping some ass. It's just like, bro, I don't know. I've just seen people try to like talk to their kids and the shit's not working. I
It's
can see
annoying.
the anger just rising, you know?
100.
And you got to deal with them every day.
100.
every
Right.
day.
Did you see Cat Williams has that reel where he's like, white people stop putting your kids on leashes and whatever.
I've
It's
been
up-
telling white people stop that shit.
Yeah.
I've been
You
telling
know what I
them.
mean?
That shit's crazy.
I see
Like-
that shit in like down here too, bro.
Word.
Yeah, I see a couple white people with the leash on. I think it's funny.
You know it's crazy. That's a crazy concept because I see people walking their baby on a leash and then have the dog in a stroller.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen both of these things.
Yo,
Wow.
let me tell you
That
how
kid's
both,
going
that
to
shit's
therapy.
crazy.
both of these things bother me. You know what? Okay, the one bothers me. Fuck, I don't know what bothers me more. Okay, if you know what, maybe the dog in the stroller because everybody can have a dog and do whatever. The white kids on a leash, it's kind of funny. It is what it is. I don't like. I'm not as pressed about it. I'm like, look at that.
I just think the concept of what
for
I'm
sure.
seeing
I think
is
it's
nuts.
ridiculous
It's
to put
weird.
your
It's
dog has
weird.
got 4 legs and it's an animal. He's used to walk. He should be walking. Why the fuck is he in
Yeah.
a stroller?
Nah,
I
that
don't know,
kid's
shit
going to
bothers me.
therapy. You got to put some money in the savings for that kid's better help because, like, yo, I don't know.
I
Psychologically,
don't even want to
what
put
that
my
does
kid
to that
on a leash. That's fucked up.
That's messed up. That's,
Okay. You know what? Sorry, just to switch gears back into. Oh shit, where the hell did my shit go? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah. So just to switch gears and kind of like bring things to a tail end. I want to ask you kind of more. I want to ask you more about your content.
Right.
Realm of your content. Sorry about
Right.
that. Wow, it was fucking even good. So, yo, was there anything or anyone that kind of inspired you to take your path that you're going down?
Oh my gosh, man.
And this was obviously prior to meeting fucking what's his name, Nick Cannon.
Yeah, The Rock. I was a big.
The Rock.
Big,
Oh
big
shit, nigga, I was
WWE
not
fan.
expecting that. Yo, unpack that. Tell me
man.
about that a little bit.
Yeah, big WWE fan. So The Rock says.
Were you a
"Don't
WWE
matter."
fan? You
Like when I was younger, probably like 10, 11.
did you smoke? The Rock was cooking.
I fucked with it for a little bit.
I was just wondering.
I just loved how whenever he came in the room, he took up space. You know what I mean? And he
He's a
was
big
such a
Samoan man.
presence. Yeah, and you know what? Comedic timing was impeccable. You know what I mean? The fits were like, yo, The Rock knew how to dress. Like he was always, you know what I mean, looking
I'm
fresh.
not gonna lie. I never thought of Rock was like a fashion icon, but yo,
Word.
fact, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yo, no, for real. And like for me, that's like the earliest. But of course, like that's why the Nick Cannon thing was crazy because there was one point where unfortunately, I not on.
So hold on.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
my bad. You before you get off topic a little
Yeah.
bit. No disrespect.
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But I'm saying. So you were talking. You said The Rock was an inspiration for you, right?
100. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
In what capacity did he inspire you? Like, did you want to be a wrestler? Did you just know you wanted to like, I want this nigga stage presence? Like, what was
Yeah.
it? Tell me a little bit about.
Okay,
like,
at a very
the
yeah,
individual
yeah.
itself.
At a very early age, words, I realized that not to sound too braggadocious,
Use the words, bro.
but
Use your words. Bro.
that people gravitated to my energy, and I think I saw someone older that was doing it on a big scale, not necessarily just thinking about it from a wrestling standpoint, but he's like on TV. He's dressed well, so he's making decent money. So like for me, as a young kid, I was like, oh, whoa, like that's something that's cool. And then when he started doing acting, he's in like the Game Plan and all this other stuff. I'm like, yo, I would love to do that. I would love to make a living off of my passion and like
So he basically
Yeah.
showed you how to capitalize off your own personality.
100%. So that was the biggest. That was again eloquently said on the nail. So that for me early on was big. And Nick Cannon, that's why I was cool meeting him because the Nick Cannon show, America's Got Talent, all these different.
Yeah. Nick Cannon's
You know what I
Nick Cannon. So yo, along your path of like
Yeah.
entertainment, making the road, covering a name for yourself, building the empire you would like to build.
Yeah.
Was there anything did you ever get feelings of like, fuck, I can't do this? Did you ever want to change path?
At least probably once every week. You feel that way, You're like, yo, like why am I? And you know what's crazy? This is the biggest telling sign, because I would be working like typical 9-to-5 jobs, and I have random people saying, "What are you doing here? Like you should be doing something. Like you should be." Acting or this, and the
Right,
third.
right.
And I'm not talking about one occasion. I'm talking multiple occasions over and over and over. And I'm getting like, yo, God's speaking to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like for me, I feel that way, but like nothing worth having comes easy.
Fair.
You know what I mean? When something comes too easy, it probably isn't worth having. You know what I mean? So like for me, I think that I'm in that grassroots grind and I'm willing to see it through. And I see great opportunities presented for someone that doesn't really have too much followers and this is on the third and getting into certain rooms. I'm like, okay, God's really moving the needle. It's just I gotta focus and I really gotta keep my head down and do everything that is needed to be prepared for the opportunity. Because it's one thing if an opportunity presents itself and you're not ready. You know what I mean? So I'm just making sure I'm ready for any blessing that comes my way.
Last thing I kind of want to ask you. So who do you find to be most supportive upon your journey?
Oh, my mom.
All right.
I swear you can make a drinking game of how many times I said my mom this this podcast. But yeah, my mom, my brother.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Just because I find it's not always, or it's not
Your
like the
family.
most common that your family is the most supportive of certain things. Sometimes I have come across individuals where they say, yo, they get more support from the outside audiences or from strangers that just see what they're doing and recognize their talents.
That is fair. Like
Right.
I don't want to come at anyone like
No, go ahead.
But
This is your
like
truth.
there are sometimes I think like my immediate family, I'm cool. Like, and my extended family were cool, but we're not every Christmas chilling this and the third. And there's no beef. Like, you know what I mean? Love them sincerely, genuinely.
For sure.
But I think sometimes it's always yes, it's people who know you and kind of don't want you to evolve.
Right.
But like I feel like sometimes if it comes from family, it's because they don't know you. Like they don't see the effect that your
Right.
passions has on other people.
Right.
Like I feel like your families are seeing your podcast and being like, "Oh, I get it." If they didn't get it before, they're like, "I get it now." Like
Right.
yo, like they're seeing people starting to follow you. They're seeing like the consistent views, and they're seeing the views getting higher and higher and higher. And they're like,
Right.
"Okay, yo." Again, going back to what I said earlier, you know what I mean? You're gonna look crazy before you make it look sane. You know what I mean? And it starts from you being your own self-motivator and your own self-generator, like what Nick
100%.
Cannon said.
100%.
So,
If you don't believe in yourself, how you expect anybody else to?
so
Right.
yeah, once a week, bro, at least.
Honestly,
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. You got any question you want to kick off on?
You got any upcoming projects that you wanna shout out before we
God
wrap
bless.
this up?
God bless. And first and foremost, yeah, I've been saying it throughout this. I am so appreciative for this platform. You know what I mean? And what you
Absolutely.
guys are doing. It's such a solid, like honestly, it's such a solid podcast. I know it's in its infancy, but what you guys are cultivating is so genuine. And seeing people of color put on something of this magnitude with exceptional, shout out to Perception Studios, shout out to James, like shout out to everyone that's facilitating this content because you guys are really gonna, I think uplift and, motivate some youngins to really, want to do this. So shout out to y'all first and foremost. But then for me, I have an event in February called High 6. So I'm not gonna give too much details right now, but you can you can follow me at Richard Marshall Presents, and I'm gonna be updating you guys soon on details in regards to the event. But yeah, it's Martial Arts because Martial Arts Media is the new production imprint that
It's
I'm
new
going
branch,
by.
new empire you're creating.
There it is.
Got you, player.
So Martial Arts Presents High 6, and essentially, in likeness to what you guys are doing now, I'm gonna have 3 panels, and each panel is gonna be a different genre of the entertainment industry. So
For
you
sure.
have new media, you have music and TV, and then you got you got music, and then you got TV and film. So just having industry professionals in all different panels. I'm gonna have like performances as well and food, and honestly, it's just gonna be a love letter for the city. But more importantly, it's gonna be a great place for people to learn to not only become a better artist and really become stronger in your craft, but learn how to make money in your craft. You know what I mean? The people that I'm reaching out to is about like again, if you're a music artist, it's like how do you put together a proper EPK, like a press kit, you know what I mean? Or having a panelist that talks about how to get visas and things that matter, because I love Toronto, I love Canada, but sometimes you gotta go somewhere else to pop and then come back and give back to your community. So for me, I really want, like I said, High 6 to be, and it will be, a love letter to the city, and it's gonna be informative. But more importantly, I just wanted it to be a great space for artists to network and learn and really develop, not only creatively, but from a business standpoint as well. Because this is the entertainment business.
Yeah, for sure.
And sometimes we forget, like, Other than
The
being
business
creative, you
aspect,
gotta
like,
be.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. It's business, and business is business.
And I got a podcast, Martial Arts, coming out February too. So like High Six is gonna be like the precursor leading up to the podcast. And then I got a project I'm gonna be filming after High Six. And that I'm looking forward to because I'm gonna, right now I'm on my Gumby vibe, but I'm gonna,
Yeah.
be putting on weight and because I'm gonna be playing a boxer. I can't say too much about that, but
Yeah, for
preparing
sure,
for
for
that.
sure.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
yourself, get them hands.
I'm
working.
trying to. I see you doing your MMA right now. This guy.
I'm saying, you gotta keep consistent, bro. Moving sounds and keep
Yo,
consistent,
facts,
bro. Never let them know your next move. You know what I mean?
Facts,
I'm just fucking
facts,
with you.
facts.
But yeah, is there anything you'd like to say to the madam?
Yeah, man. Again, like this is exceptional. Like
Appreciate
for
it.
me, like you see stuff like 85 South. You see things like Earn Your Leisure. 19 Keys is doing great. I just love that we're seeing more people of color create stuff that's out of the stereotype. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes, people like to shortchange the black community. And
Absolutely.
we offer so much. We create culture. It's just a fact. And sometimes people want us to be one thing, but we're so many different things. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people are like, oh, Uncommon Sense. You got a group of dudes, like young dudes. What could they provide me in terms of insight? You know what I mean?
Right.
And what they do is you are blocking a potential blessing of whether it be knowledge or because I've watched a couple of your podcasts. You guys provide so much of substance and merit, and it's always eclectic in terms of the topics that you guys talk about and touch upon. So for me, I feel like I just love that there's a diversity in the content that's being offered for people of color. Because
Absolutely,
people
absolutely.
growing up can, really have different things to aspire to.
Well, that's
be.
the thing. People, I think representation is super important. So when you see people like you can identify behind, maybe in any lane of any genre of any life, you know what I'm trying to say? Then you can visualize and kind of like envision it for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, it's a beautiful thing to be able to have a platform to inspire and fucking,
And just one more thing.
Go ahead,
I
Blair.
feel like with the whole one-dimensional thing, it's like I feel like that's instilled in us in an early age where it's like, you watch like a Disney Channel show, it's like he's the nerd, he's the jock, or she's the jock or whatever. And it's like no one's that like
Linear.
one side. Yeah, you know what I mean? You're a Rubik's Cube. There's so many different sides of you. And for you, like that's the thing. I think people like to limit certain things because it helps them understand it.
Yeah, for sure.
You
It's
know what
easy
I mean?
to conceptualize, put in a box package, and
And
for
it's
sure.
like
internalize.
human beings are complex.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm wearing this right now, and like I take fashion seriously, but there's other elements of me. There's sometimes I'm rocking sweats. There's sometimes I'm doing this, and it's like I spoke about it earlier. Duality. There's so many different sides of us, and so many sides of even as men. I feel like sometimes people like to limit us too in terms of like, yo, you can't be vulnerable. You know what I mean? And if you are
Absolutely.
vulnerable, people say you could be vulnerable, and then you show that vulnerability, and then they might
Like
turn
Now
very
it's a sign of
rigid
weakness, yeah.
Standards for masculinity, and
They're-
then
and they'll make you a meme.
sometimes men get boxed into thinking like I gotta be like this simply because I'm a man.
And look at for example, you see the Michael Jordan crying meme, you see the Will Smith crying meme. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not justifying what he did to Chris Rock because I wasn't right, but
It was
like
funny.
he was getting roasted for a year.
It was funny.
And for crying and whatever. And like here's the thing, it's like as a man, like that builds on you, that weighs on you, no matter how influential or powerful you are. So I feel like for us, like as men, we have to realize like shifting it to men, but as men, we have to realize like your emotions are a weakness. It's a weakness if you let it consume you, but you have to be emotionally aware. You have to be emotionally articulate. And that's what I respect about y'all is because you're showing those different sides, not even just for our community, but as men showing like, yo, it's okay to speak your mind. And more importantly, it's beautiful to see a group of brothers do it because it's like, you have this support system to just air out your boy. Even though your cousin's not here, when he was talking about like, yo, I need homegirl to tell me she loves me first.
the no-look pass.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's real shit. Like,
Yeah, it's
but
100%.
we don't talk about that typically.
Nah.
You
No,
know
we
what I
don't.
mean?
You're absolutely right.
And we need to talk about it because it happens. Like it's real
sure,
shit.
for
You
sure,
know what I
for
mean?
sure.
So I appreciate y'all, and I can't wait to continue to support and watch your evolution.
Absolutely.
And, you know, look, it's. I think great things are coming for all of us, and we just gotta, you know, stay focused and really stay in tune with our purpose, and not let, you know, very trivial things stop us from what we're meant to be. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. It's been like we genuinely appreciate what your feedback and your receptivity. We appreciate having you on the podcast and stuff. We appreciate your insight and your experience.
God bless
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Man. God bless you, man. It's so great meeting you, dog.
Yeah, it's like fine.
You know what I
You don't
mean?
even feel like you know people because you've been seeing them.
Yeah, man. Like, that's why I seen you guys go back and forth. I feel like I'm on the other side. I'm like, yo, I'm watching it.
Feel like you're at home watching this.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yo, damn, this is wild.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
it's wicked, it's wicked. But yeah, lastly for the camera, before we sign out, plug in your socials, let the people know where they can find you at.
So Richard Marshall Presents. That's where, again, in regards to High 6 in February, you can find out about that there, and any other projects there that I'm taking this year to really, you know, get affairs in order and really prepare to give
Beautiful.
2024 my all. So just look out for, I would say, updates near the end of the year, but a lot of great stuff is coming. So,
Awesome.
you know, support. Yeah.
Awesome. It's amazing. It's been a wonderful pleasure having you, my brother. And as usual, it's your boy X, RIPMX on everything social.
Money Mitch 54X Mitch on Instagram.
And we are on Common Sense. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.